In Baltimore, we're recording from my home state or town or city or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, BMO
County.
Please do not call it B. Please. Stop.
Baltimore. You gotta say Baltimore.
I told you, we do not call it B-more.
Y'all don't call it BMO.
Nobody.
Hey, yo, leave a comment down in the comment section, man. Let me know if I'm doing it wrong. Cause I know you a native and shit, but I could have sworn I heard BMO before.
No, if they have said it, they visited. They traveled through.
So what do y'all call it?
It's Baltimore, nigga.
Baltimore.
Baltimore is Baltimore. Like
so
it's Baldamore. Is the way it's pronounced.
Baltimore.
Like Baltimore, but no port.
Baltimore.
Interesting.
Baltimore.
I could see me saying that if I lived here long enough.
Yeah, it would definitely just roll off the tongue. And a few dummies and a few.
Well, I can actually say, man, I've been enjoying myself out here.
Have you now?
I really have. I've been having a good time, man. I've been sightseeing, playing the whole tourist role.
How y'all doing?
I've been very impressed with the nature and the wildlife out here.
This nigga took some pictures of some birds.
You should have seen where he saw a blue jay and an oriole.
Yeah, I know. He put it on his IG story. This nigga was
a
so
cardinal.
happy.
It was a cardinal.
Cardinal. I get it right. So he went bird watching. He did
I was the one that spotted. I was like, yeah, they go cardinal. Right
you were, because I didn't see it at first because it was behind the bushes.
We look like real niggas right here, right now.
Hey,
dice, liquor.
Well, let these folks know what we do in our private time.
Aesthetics.
Gotta have activities.
Right.
Yep.
They're just Monopoly dice.
It's called exercise.
Actually,
It's Yahtzee.
Something like that.
yeah, Yahtzee.
But yeah, man, the fucking, it's a trip because, of course, and I put it on the story, so, on my story, so for motherfuckers who viewed it, I'm sure they got a good laugh out of it. But if you really know me, nigga, I ain't been nowhere.
That's why niggas got a good laugh out of it.
Right. I ain't been nowhere. So here it is, nigga, I'm finally somewhere outside of LA, and everything is different.
This nigga seen the Oriole and wasn't on a hat.
So, nigga, I'm just now seeing a pigeon today when we went downtown.
That's the first time you see pigeons?
Out here.
Oh.
I was gonna say what?
No, I'm about to say they got pigeons in LA, nigga.
No, that's
go right
that's
down the
I'm
Skid
saying.
Row. They be clucking away.
That's the normal bird, nigga. Pigeon, crows, the little sparrows or whatever the fuck they call. We used to that. A motherfucking parakeet might get loose, and you may see some of them flying every now and again.
Or you might see a rooster in somebody's yard.
You see, definitely, that's something you gonna see in LA. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, that's
but, nigga, I come out here, nigga, I'm seeing a real lot. Nigga, I only seen the Baltimore Oriole on the motherfucking hat, nigga.
Yeah, I seen the Orioles every day.
To see it in real life, and it's not just one, nigga, I'm seeing like a whole bunch of these motherfuckers. They really out here. Yeah. Like, that's really the bird. I get it now.
Really the bird.
Like, I get it now.
Bird
you know what I mean?
is the word.
I totally understand now. You know what I mean? But and then to see a cardinal, nigga, I ain't never seen no cardinal before. That shit is beautiful.
Just to see the enjoyment that my niggas get out of it.
Hey, man.
It's pure joy for me.
I'm trying to tell you, man. So when I went to the motherfucking aquarium today, nigga, when I tell you this...
Hold on real quick, because you got to let everyone know. He's a fish guy, people.
Man.
Yeah. When I tell you he's a fish enthusiast or aquatic enthusiast, whatever you want to call it.
He was in there. The male pufferfish is all
he was in heaven.
over there. She's about to lay eggs right there. Y'all see her? She in heat.
Right, nigga, I was too. I'm like, nigga, yeah, that's a sick lid in that. Yup.
I'm like,
nah, nigga, I get excited off that shit, man. Like, as soon as we walked into that motherfucker, I was tripping because the whole little the professional term is called an aquascape. Right, so that's basically the setup of how, the whole little design of whatever it is they're trying to do. That shit was so cold, man, and how they had it. It's the main forefront or the main thing that you're, being invited to once you walk in. Mm-hmm. But you don't realize that shit is actually a whole other fucking exhibit up top. So you're basically seeing the bottom of the exhibit. So nigga, when you get up there, it's a whole nother motherfucking world.
It was faster.
Nigga,
I ain't gonna lie, the way they had it set up was cold.
I haven't been to the aquarium since I was like in elementary school. You feel me? So I'm sure they had had additions. It was dope when I went, but I was a kid, so I'm sure they had additions to it since then. You feel me?
Right,
so
for sure. Yeah.
I haven't y'all seen that shit.
And it's bigger. Like nigga, you cross a bridge to get over to another side. Although that shit was kind of shitty.
We've always known we had a good aquarium. but we probably like
y'all got
not really
one of the best motherfucking aquariums within the country, nigga. Like I did my research, and they was really they didn't lie.
Well, trust me, trust me. We tried to record this podcast earlier. I called these niggas. I was like, "Hey, bro, so what time we about to record? I'm about to come over there like 2, 3 o'clock." Yeah, nigga, we going to the aquarium. I don't know what you doing. We going to the aquarium, nigga. I'm like, okay, y'all got it.
I would say if they weren't with me, we probably wouldn't have took so long in the aquarium. But
get your rocks
to be quite honest, nigga, the aquarium was so motherfucking interesting.
I'm not mad at it at all.
These niggas are sitting here touching jellyfish and shit, nigga. You know,
y'all bugging out. Yeah, I got trauma from the jellyfish. I got stung in what's that beach in what's that, Myrtle Beach? I went to Myrtle Beach as a kid, nigga, got stung. Me and my sister got
the peel.
Nigga, my brother was excited to do it. I was like, nigga, if you don't get your ass back.
No, I gotta peel you.
I was like, I will peel this shit off. No.
I came to the conclusion today, like, jellyfish look like, because I got a real good up close look at them today. The motherfuckers look like just big ass condoms.
You also
just floating.
So you never seen the jellyfish like up close?
No. I mean, I have, but I'll say now that a nigga is actually like, I'm outside of my element, so I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing, if that makes sense. Instead of being back at home at the Long Beach Aquarium, where I done been to about 4 or 5 times already.
Oh, LA ain't got an aquarium?
Nah. Well, it's one at Santa Monica, but I don't consider that an aquarium.
Fish store. It's a fish store.
Right.
If it is, I've never been.
I never heard. That's funny. I never really thought of like the LA aquarium.
It ain't. You got to go to Long Beach, and even that's one crazy. Is like.
I've been to that one.
If you're a kid, it's cool. You know what I mean? It's very
informational.
It's built for kids. It's very interactive. It's very interactive for the school trips and all of that. You know what I mean? But nigga, this particular aquarium, this shit was built for everybody to enjoy. Nigga,
for kids of all ages.
Hearing it,
bruh. I gotta show you, man. Me explaining it like the shit.
Doesn't do it justice.
The shit they did. All right, so I'll break it down to you like this. I already talked about the first part, because in the way that was set up, nigga, it's a big ass. This is how they did it. It's a big ass fish tank, nigga. It's probably about over 1,000 gallons for sure. And you had what was that like?
We gonna get into y'all
it was feeling
about Baltimore, but I'm gonna let this nigga.
Oh yeah, let me get my little shit.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Take me a little shit.
Oh Lord, it's gonna take another 5 minutes. That's another 5 minutes added on. Right?
But so they had the tank. But what they did with the aquascape, nigga, they put that was a real tree in that motherfucker. They put a big ass tree in the tank, nigga, and then had a little waterfall. Cause nigga, that shit was cold.
Yeah, that shit was. But for the best part, I'm interrupting.
No, go ahead.
We got up to it.
Please, go ahead. Interrupt him.
I seen it was some crickets right there, right?
Oh yeah.
So I pushed 2 of them in there. When I say the fish like did like this little like typhoon shit, it like started like going around.
So they let you push crickets in there?
It was just crickets right there. So I went.
I had looked. They were lined up.
So let me just fast forward nature.
They're gonna die anyway.
So they went for it.
They had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
It was either jump in there or jump off of here. And
you imagine you a cricket, you got this nigga like, damn, he feel like that.
You almost made it out.
They had him lined up.
The one I pushed was dead. He pushed the last one in there. That motherfucker was
I pushed the last 3.
That shit was cold. So yeah, you got to feed fish, so that was cool. Then when you walk in, nigga, you just walk into this massive fucking tank. Like, it's an open tank, but the way they did, like, the whole building is a fish tank, nigga. Like, the shit, it's amazing.
Whoever the architect is,
it's like, bro, like, they got this one part where you just walking back and, like,
it's a quick callback. You remember when I did the IG story and I was like, oh, they ain't got nothing like this in LA.
They ain't got nothing like that in LA.
It's a quick callback. I don't know if y'all wouldn't remember this, but this is an IG story. This is like when I came home last summer or so. It was around that time. We was walking through the park. And I was just bullshitting around. I was like, all these niggas in Baltimore want to fly out to LA when they got nice shit like this in Baltimore, the park.
I was gonna say that's the only thing you'd be talking about.
I wasn't talking about the aquarium specifically, but it's just a.
I knew you.
I get what you meant.
Because we have real
nigga the aquarium,
vegetation.
bro.
Yeah, vegetation.
It's trees.
So, what I mean by the whole building is a fish tank, nigga. When you walk in, you start off with this fucking massive ass ground level fish tank. with all the niggas, sharks, stingrays, just all this shit, right? Each floor you go up though, you can still look
See
at that
fish,
tank.
Yeah.
But then of course they got all different other exhibits around. But when you exiting the building, nigga, you basically go in a roundabout and you're basically seeing, you're inside of the tank that you were looking at from the outside.
Okay.
That shit was so, nigga, I told them niggas, I stopped. I was in such, I said, nigga, I need this in my house. I need this in my house, nigga. That shit was so fucking fly. So, nigga, I enjoyed myself to the utmost, goddammit, and I don't give a fuck.
To the utmost. You know when a nigga pull out utmost, this nigga really had a good
I don't
time.
give a fuck,
So we going to DC tomorrow.
Yep.
Oh, y'all going to DC? Look at y'all. Like, y'all should do brunch out there.
Yeah,
We are.
Bro, oh, yeah, go to, fuck. I'm going to ask Kendra what it's called.
I still ain't heard nobody accent more than yours.
Really? I don't have a Baltimore accent,
You do.
bro.
I'm hearing it every time you talk. You do. Like you're saying that. You're saying words now. I haven't run into.
I mean, hey, thank you, but I've never been. Kendra will tell you. You've heard my fiance. That's a Baltimore accent. You feel me? But
I mean, I don't know, nigga. The motherfucking Squeegee boys, them niggas.
oh yeah,
Nigga, that's one downfall I will say.
this nigga ran into the Squeegee boys.
Hey, y'all got
like
bucket boys, bro. Why they trying to crap on my style though?
Oh, which I got? Which I got?
Bucket boys.
What's
Bucket
that?
boys came from Chicago.
What is that?
Like niggas.
Just which side? Just saying
Playing
the proof.
drums.
This is proof right here. But like they was hanging on buckets. You see what I'm saying? He don't even know what they are.
I don't. Nigga,
No, I'm just saying. I was like,
I
you
should
I
know,
was
know.
at the aquarium and they
Just
had
prove
the
that they
dude
do
playing
out
on
here.
the bucket.
they
Playing
was
the
just playing
drums
on
on the
buckets
bucket.
outside, just playing for money.
That's everywhere. They do that in fucking Venice Beach.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
they
they
started
do that
to do
in
it.
fucking Times Square. Like,
I didn't know it
everywhere.
was a Chicago thing, but yeah,
I mean, it could have originated from Chicago. I don't know. I mean,
right. Either way, nigga, I was just shocked to see any of that shit out here because again, coming from LA.
What did you think? Hold on.
He thought it was.
What did you think we were?
You
You
gotta-
thought it was a real hick town, huh?
No, nigga. So you gotta understand.
You thought it was like one school,
Nigga, I
one
just-
Chick-fil-A.
I told these niggas, I'm like, damn, nigga, even the homeless folks, and this is gonna sound bad to a lot of motherfuckers, but I don't give a fuck, 'cause I'm a little tipsy. But,
We know.
nigga, the homeless folks is even more happier in LA than the homeless folks out here. These motherfuckers look like really miserable.
Well, if you were in 70-degree weather for majority of the year,
that's why I'm like, fuck.
People go there.
I'm like, damn, these niggas really look like they just
Nigga.
not enjoying this
Fam,
shit at all.
it is March.
It gets cold.
Mind you.
Today is out of the ordinary day where it's 70 degrees, but
Right.
on the
It
north,
was not a
Shit was
little
like
humid
30.
today, a little humid. But
at the
mind you,
high.
it's also coming from a nigga who's from LA and I also worked in that type of environment for different facilities
True,
and shit.
true,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? So I'm saying that to
Where's
say,
Jameson?
somebody took the
That's
bottle.
right there.
Um,
That's right here.
But yeah, I say that to say I've seen homeless folks in different aspects in their life, and the homeless people that I'm seeing out here, it's just a trip because they really look like they down and out and don't want to be there. Like on the other
I don't
hand.
get a laugh, but I get what he's trying to say.
Because
I get
nigga,
it.
if you drive around LA, you gonna see a homeless folk make a motherfucking house for itself.
I mean, yeah.
You see what I'm
'cause
saying?
He can. They allow that. They don't allow that.
But that's my
Or
point.
nowhere else.
Or that's what I'm
And no
saying.
other state can you do.
Oh,
it.
you about to go to DC too? You definitely gonna see that shit over there.
yeah.
You,
So, you know,
right
it's-
in front of the
it's-
Capitol.
White House. Yeah.
Right in
Another
front
thing
of
that
the
blew my mind, nigga, it was a lady panhandling at the door of the mall. We don't do that shit in LA.
inside.
I ain't never had that shit done.
They be inside doing that shit too.
That
You
shit
never know.
crazy. And
When
that's
they
how
get
he
kicked
did.
out.
Nigga was trying to sell us cologne and shit. But nah,
And I
man.
think he only had them
Ooh,
too.
I can't wait to take you to New York then.
Oh,
That's gonna be a
that's
trip.
No, he
That's
got told him, I
gonna
was
be a
like,
trip.
yeah, you're gonna be annoyed in New York.
Yeah, that's
fucking
because I
like
hate
wrestle
that shit.
with it too though.
Yeah.
If they anything like
Well-
the Squeegee boys, nigga,
No,
it's
they-
gonna
they-
be
I'm gonna
worse.
have to drive to New York.
No,
Because,
no,
uh,
first of
you
all,
don't
you
want to
can't
drive.
drive.
in New
You
York.
don't want to drive in New York.
There's a reason why niggas. There's a reason why you don't get your license until you're 18 in New York. Like
You
driving
just
is a
get it
whole
eventually.
obstacle.
You get your license in New York.
I know
you move
people
somewhere
to
else.
this day,
All I'm
born and
saying
raised in New York, still don't have their fucking.
They get it when
license.
they move somewhere else.
Right. Boom.
I'm
Move
so
to
happy.
Atlanta. They get up.
Okay,
I'm
now
so
I get it.
happy the car we
Oh
have.
fuck! I need to drive now.
Right.
And a subway system.
I'm so happy the car we have got the little system to where I can see like anything that's around the
The
vehicle.
satellite.
Yeah.
It's a-
The
it's called
satellite,
yeah.
I can see what's around the vehicle because the way the Squeegee boys hopped out on the circle light, nigga, I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, it's a nigga
Playing
over
all
here, it's a
three of
nigga
my
over here.
mirrors.
Bruh, I'm like, god damn, these niggas is really aggressive with it. Like my nigga, no.
Niggas trying to
My
sell
thing
a
is
joint.
again,
Right.
like I
Trying to
told
sell a
y'all,
pre-roll.
when I moved in 2013, that was not a thing. The Squeegee Boys, I don't know
Right.
where it came from. Kendra was telling me, I forget now, but I really don't know where it came from because as a 16-year-old in Baltimore, couldn't imagine me running up to a car wanting to fucking hit it off with a squeegee.
That my thing is, nigga.
I just couldn't. Like,
If you got the
so weak.
Oh no, I can't tell you the funniest part of the story though.
No, so that's a joke.
I'll say this, but if because to go with what you're saying, because I agree with you. My thing is, if you had the ambition to get out there and do that, nigga, go out there and really get you some money.
Yeah.
Instead of sitting there,
so do a hustle.
that's what I'm
Go
saying.
mow some lawns.
You ain't got. It's a hustle, but it's not a hustle.
If you that aggressive as squeegee, you know how aggressive you can be mowing a lawn, and nobody wants to
That's
mow their own lawn
the
out
thing.
here.
No, that's
You need a hustle that's gonna make some sense.
They get to the point. Like if they don't get to sell shit, they be like,
Nah,
let me
you-
just.
But it's similar to the Water Boys in Atlanta, from what I hear.
But see, here, that hustle makes sense
But
though.
no, they be like at the
That
end when
makes
they don't
sense.
get it, they be like, just give me some money. Everybody that we
Right,
encounter be like,
yeah. Help me out,
just help
donate
me out,
something.
donate
That's their
something.
thing. That's
I ain't
true.
never seen that before. I was like, oh, so you
My
just give
thing
up.
is, get your, bro, get your hustle that makes
Yo
sense,
said,
though.
damn, I mean, I
Like,
would have
damn.
gave you 5, but
It's like, okay, now you just begging.
I respect the Water Boys because that's the hustle that makes sense. Nigga,
It's a
everybody
product.
need
It's a
water.
product.
It's a product.
It's
that
a
people
product.
need.
Hey,
Everybody
it's a
need
service.
water.
Hey, listen,
And
it's
if
a
you
service.
Everybody hustle. It's just
The
everybody
Squeegee
fucking
But
aggressive.
the Squeegee Boys is a service though.
We had a freshly
That's
washed car.
fine, but
Yeah,
it's
but
like
it's
your
how you
approach
do
on
it.
this
We
shit.
had a
yeah.
freshly
It's how you
washed
do it.
car. We don't need their
That's
service.
how you do it. And my saying
Trust
is,
me,
And
I
then
get
you
it,
gonna
bro.
still,
I
then
ain't
you
gonna
gonna
lie.
show
I'm
me a
just trying
fucking.
to give a little pushback.
Then you
you
gonna
show
show
a
me a
pre-roll.
fucking
Oh,
pre-roll.
we can't all talk.
Yeah.
Then
that's
tell me, you know, you want to buy this?
With a
make
grill in
one,
his mouth.
Get this shit. Yeah, with the diamonds getting us.
Oh, with some New
Diamonds in his
Balances that
grill.
cost $110. Yeah, for sure.
so my nigga, one, I don't know what's in your joint. I don't want to buy that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
But
it was
two,
skinny as fuck too, and I was
Right.
like,
But two,
Yeah, I love seeing LA niggas in Boston.
my thing is this, bro. If you out there doing that, my nigga, go like you said, cut some grass. Well, I ain't even seen niggas like that with lines out here, except for where we at.
Well, I mean, like,
But
oh,
on
you
that
see-
side of town, no, because we
where
had
Kendra lives, like,
we drove in that. Yeah,
You go to
that's
Owens
true.
Mills, you go to Round.
Well, yeah, so we done drove around a little bit.
we left
But
we
when we
left-
was over there,
I'm
it wasn't
PG
really. It was
How far is
Stoops.
PG County?
PG County is towards DC, so that's like PG County from like here would be like 30 minutes, probably 30
I
minutes.
want to see it. That's where the most
What
like,
count? What
most black people live.
What area is most?
That's where Kevin Durant's from. Like
Okay.
PG County out there.
Really?
Yeah, that's where he's
Oh,
from.
so he's a
Mhm.
rich kid.
No, he's from the poor part of PG County. There's a poor part of PG.
Didn't know that. I thought they just said that it was.
Oh no. There's PG County is a big area.
Oh.
Like, it encompasses a lot. But where he's from specifically, it's not.
That's why they have a public school.
Where's
They-
most seafood located?
Mo's who?
Seafood.
There's different
The
locations.
one
We went
near
there.
the aquarium.
That's downtown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was say we went there.
That nigga, that shit was delicious, nigga.
Uh,
God damn, that was some good.
so
ass
let me
food.
ask you, cause you,
Hey.
all right, boom. This is a perfect another callback, nigga. Where you said LA food is trash. Do you
It
still
is.
do you still hold that same?
Again, that's coming from
I
a
mean,
nigga
that's
who,
from that's what I'm
who's
asking.
had it my whole
But
life.
now
know
you
what I mean?
experience something outside of your
Fuck
city.
yeah, nigga.
Outside of Vegas, it's been like you've
I
been,
mean,
you've been to, like
granted-
a Vegas, so outside of like the West Coast area.
Granted, that particular restaurant, we will
Mo's
go
is
to
good.
others.
Mo's is good.
But that particular restaurant, nigga, that shit was fire. I had the chicken sandwich. I got a grilled chicken sandwich. Fucking delicious. Fucking delicious. Big as fuck too. Like,
Hefty.
but
You see
real,
why niggas be big?
nigga, real good ass.
Notice
Like,
nobody
this-
really talk loud out here. Nigga.
that was another
Really?
thing. Like, it
Well,
was
we
hella
was-
quiet in there. We was the loudest niggas in there.
In that mall, it was short as cussing.
Nah,
But they wasn't even
you
really
ain't in
loud
the
like
right,
that.
you ain't in the right places. I say that they ain't, y'all just ain't go to the right places.
But-
you'll find something.
Nigga, that
Like,
shit,
huh?
the food quality was great, man. And then Samaya, she had got some pasta, some shrimp and chicken pasta.
It
That
look
shit
good. I
was
seen
good.
it in the back. It look
Man,
good.
and that was a small.
Yeah.
Like,
No, they plates be
Nigga,
big. I
I'm
told you
like,
Mo's
damn.
give you Mo's give you a lot, bro.
What
You'll
else,
never eat a whole Mo's plate at
the
table.
fried crab
There's
balls.
no way in hell.
Got some
Unless you
fried
just a
crab
fat
balls.
ass. Like there's no way.
These niggas was clowning me
You
because
high
I
shit.
was eating the
Even
motherfucking what is the cocktail sauce. Like that shit tastes like ketchup
Niggas
to
thought it
me.
was just straight ketchup, like spicy ketchup.
Nigga, that shit tastes like some spicy
Nigga,
I want
ketchup.
y'all to go to Angie's.
That shit was
Angie's
fire.
is another good restaurant, but it's right in the middle of the hood. But But
They go in there, fuck it.
it's a good restaurant. It's,
But yeah,
it's a white chick that owned it.
That shit
like
was
Italian chick. She cool
Now
though.
we did
She
eat
mad.
at the mall. We ate at the mall,
She,
and that was
for no reason.
Everybody out here is.
that was
That's what he said. Y'all really believe that?
hell
Everybody
yeah.
that we seen.
They cut you thick.
Country thick, and then also what I noticed the natural look too. I don't really see a lot of women wearing a lot of makeup out here compared to being in LA.
I mean,
The whole, mind you, nigga, exactly. You know,
Yeah, that's a whole
Well,
different.
well, the
Yeah,
thing
that's
is,
the
I
whole-
don't know if I ever told you, but when I started, like, when I was dating in LA, like, the women in LA, that was the first time I really noticed, like, I felt like I was in Friday, where weave down to the middle
Right,
of the back, long
right.
fingernails,
The lashes and all that
I felt
shit.
like I was in Friday. I was like, yo,
I
I
ain't
feel like
seen
I'm
that shit
dating,
out here.
what's the old girl name that Ice Cube was dating?
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't think of
Paula Parker is all I
Yeah,
know, but-
her real name. There you go. But yeah, her.
Yeah.
So like her character, like I felt like I was dating a lot of those in my first 2 years. And mind you, I was going to Watts to find my
crazy
chick.
girl.
Yeah, she
There's that.
just
She
crazy
didn't even have
girl.
no name in Friday.
Did she?
She did have a name.
She
bro.
did not have a name. Well, even when the mom said, tell that
Tracy?
girl, wasn't no damn Tracy.
Oh, you sure?
Bro, even when the mama said,
She said something because he said something.
tell that girl to stop playing on my phone.
Yeah, I remember that.
They never said her name.
But
If I'm-
he
if I'm
said
not
such and such
mistaken-
outside. Remember Smokey was like such and such outside. Something. Y'all go ahead.
Nah, he said such and such cousin. I don't know. I think he said.
I don't
she
think
got
they
the name.
ever said her name in that movie. I may be wrong. I may be
But-
very wrong on that.
Going back to what I was saying, the funniest part was when we got the rental car, right?
Joy,
Joy. Yeah.
Joy.
Yeah, that's okay.
I did, and I do remember the mother
Okay,
saying Joy.
Joy. Okay, you're right. Yeah,
there
it
you
was
go.
Joy.
Yeah.
It was Joy. All right, I was wrong. That was great.
Thank you for being an adult of you.
Thanks for the fact check. But I don't.
Something we hardly ever did here.
Right. But I think that shit was mentioned once.
Yeah, maybe. and faintly. But no, I get you.
But yeah, when we got the rental
We got
car,
the rental car, and so he comes out with a particular tool that he's probably never seen in his life.
Who you talking about?
me,
Yeah.
Who comes out?
me.
He comes out with a tool that he's never seen.
So-
I'm just trying to set myself in the story, guys.
Like, he comes up with a particular tool that he's never seen in his life. It's a brush.
So, so what happened was we got the rental, and I opened the trunk to put our shit in there, and I see it's a brush back there. Now, to me, I'm just thinking it's a little push, a little sweeping brush, sweep out the carpet.
So I yelled to him. I'm like, bro, was you going with the snow? Bro, that's a snow brush. But I guess
I'm
he
like-
didn't pay
I'm
attention
like-
to me. He just keeps going
I'm like,
back.
nigga, I know what this is.
I love you, bro. That's all you,
Yeah,
my
I'm
nigga.
like,
That's all you, my nigga.
that's what I was like. This nigga really has not
Never seen, never
I'm
experienced.
like,
He's
nigga,
looking
look,
at like the
look.
barbershop shit.
Yeah,
where
I was laughing
Right,
too.
I'm thinking it's
stopped
just a
talking.
little interior brush.
That's
nigga,
what you just do when it.
Yeah, that's
just
what
scoop
I
out.
did exactly what I was like. That,
He's never been outside of the
damn.
Nigga.
That's exactly what you like.
I go to the chick. I'm like, hey, yeah, we don't need this. She was like, you sure? She was like, we get snow out here, right? I'm like, oh, this was it because it had the scraper part.
You ain't saying.
And I'm like, damn, I didn't even
so they
realize
both
that.
didn't know. I'm like, yeah, that part's for ice.
Right. And so she was like, yeah,
Flip it. You could
we get
scoop
snow
it.
out here. And I'm like, damn, I said, see, I'm so West Coast. I'm sitting here, I don't get snow. I'm not even thinking about that shit.
That's
Because even like an Oakland or like a Frisco nigga
What
would
a
probably know what that tool is.
Yeah.
And I would assume that you would, because I've never been out there while it snowed or if it snowed, like drizzled or whatever, but I would assume they know what that fucking tool is.
All right, nigga.
I love you, my nigga. That's why you my nigga. You just so ignorant, and ignorant is bliss. I love it.
That
I
was
didn't know
a
what
funny
the fuck
moment.
it was.
You,
man.
that
you
nigga
don't
was
know the
walking
struggle
back
of
with
going to your car when you
Man.
thought, oh, you the shit having a car. Next thing you know, it's a foot of snow. But school is still in session, and guess what? You got a car, so you could get there. So now you gotta shovel your shit out of the fucking parking
That's what I
spot.
was talking about.
Nigga, that shit used to be a task within itself because you had to wake up early to do the shit, mind you. Crust in your eye, unless you was one of them niggas that just was on top of shit, ready to go to school and doing that shit. Nigga, I was out there smelling like I just woke up. You feel me? I'm just like, oh fuck, gotta get this shit out.
Smell
Fuck
like
all
grits and
that,
onions.
Nigga.
Yeah, nah, but I walked over there proudly, like, yeah, we don't need this. Like, we good.
What y'all, I appreciate y'all. I don't need no brush for the
Right.
right.
You know, we
It's already clean. Y'all did y'all clean.
Right. Yup.
I swear, I was just like,
You know, said it's a complimentary brush. That's
you
funny.
just like, oh my god, look at the baby.
That's right. Poor soul. Let me see.
But that might be a good problem to have. Shit.
Well, how have y'all, like, since he's told his side of the things, how have y'all experience of Baltimore has been so far? It's outside of the natural women. And it's a lot of black women out here.
I've been tripping a lot of black women.
Well, damn it.
I've been tripping.
Shut the fuck up.
I've been tripping off the architecture.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of
The Neptune brownstones.
a lot of the ways how the houses are built together, the townhouse homes. Like you said, we saw a
Spike Lee
stoop.
movie.
You know, they got this like real kind of gloomy setting to it. You know?
It's very
So y'all haven't. I want to take out to the west side.
Winter time.
I want to take out to the west side of Baltimore.
I'm not even gonna lie, nigga. Everything we saw today, it don't compare to LA whatsoever. Like what I mean by that is like the way it's built, how it looks.
Oh, it's more colonial. It's more
very
That's the word I
colonial.
was trying to
Yeah,
think.
very
That's the
colonial.
word I was trying to think.
But it is also, again, I appreciate the
Cause
architecture.
y'all are like you said, Old Town.
Like,
Like,
yeah,
this
yeah.
is this somewhat considered like old Towson. Like it's
Right.
like y'all in Towson
But
Town Center.
I appreciate the architecture because they left it for what it was.
So definitely, it's a shotgun house in this motherfucker.
Yeah, I kept telling
Yeah.
we in
freeze.
The way you could tell it was a lot of old factories and shit that they just refurbished into some new shit. You know what I mean? So
Oh, somebody bought this just to Airbnb it the fuck out. I'm sure.
I feel like this was one house at one point though, but
What do you mean?
it feels
Probably
like
was.
these two houses were one because every house on the block is the same size as this one, but it's one house. But this one just
Well, that's
happens to
how
This
houses
one's
are
split
set up
out.
out here. For the most part, these are considered like road houses. Like
It's a duplex.
The way it's.
But they all have one door. This one the only one I've seen that has two.
Yeah.
Oh well, you could be right.
That's what was throwing
Yeah.
me off. I was like, oh,
They could have
yeah,
bought
big
both
house.
properties and kind of just.
Let's split it. Smart.
That would make sense. Shit, you
Make
make double your
double
money. There you go. That's the whole thought process. Hey, you know what? We could buy both these motherfuckers. Double our money.
That's not bad.
But how's your experience been, nigga? Y'all say y'all about to go to DC. Y'all really about to get the full DMV experience.
Hey,
nigga.
trying to,
outside,
bro.
outside of
Like,
Virginia,
all the way
y'all
over
get in the DM.
I didn't get on a plane for no reason.
Y'all go to DC. Y'all go to brunch there, boy. Especially for y'all two single motherfuckers. Listen.
Say no more. Say no less.
Listen.
Chocolate City.
Listen, DC
Chocolate
brunch,
City.
boy, your eyes. This is all you gonna be
chilling.
doing. That's all
DC chilling.
you at your breakfast right? Your chicken and waffles is in front of you, sir. But your head.
So let's go.
Damn.
It's only an hour away. We had a head.
And the music, it's like it's always a good vibe. They always got like good like music playing. I would say 90% of the. 100% to be honest, of the brunch spots I went to out there got good music.
The spot we went to today had some damn good music.
Oh yeah,
It
we
was
was singing
cool.
the whole time.
Yeah, that shit was cool,
I
man.
came back to
Like
let you know.
I can't. I have no complaints so far.
Oh, well, I'm glad. Look at that. Look at G liking my city.
So far, I ain't got no complaints, man.
That's a real good vibe.
And you see all the shit, all the flack that Baltimore gets on the
he got
internet. On the internet, we got the most disgusting ass accent. What else? We one of the dirtiest cities. It's just all types of shit.
Somebody
Well,
did tell me it was dirty.
Hold on, what? Don't well. You was on a good roll.
No, we're the parts. I've been around a few parts now in 2 days. Niggas didn't really kind of went around. Compared to where I'm coming from, nigga, this shit is beautiful. Compared to where the only thing that throws me off is that there's no privacy when it comes to the homes. Everyone's backyard is wide open.
Yeah, it's very wide
It's
open.
fenced off, but
It depends on how high your fences are. It depends on where you sit. It depends on your actual
looking
your
into
neighborhood. Because if you're close
Right.
next to each other, you're just going
I'm
to
looking into
on top of each other.
to the
It is what it
shit
is.
behind the house. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just crazy. So that's different. It's not a bad thing, but it's just different coming from LA.
It's a whole different vibe.
It's a whole different vibe, but I appreciate it because it's different from what I'm used to.
A lot of those homes that's like together, those is actually like units in those. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, man. It's a nice little city, you know. It did me well for a good 22 years, 23 years. Long
you know what? I do have one complaint.
Oh, Lord, what?
I do have one complaint.
Gravelly.
That'd be 2 complaints.
Yeah, I said make it 2.
Nigga. So that'd be 2
gonna be your
complaints.
first complaint.
Could not find no motherfucking
We
gravel
was 5
leaf to
stores.
save my life. Thank
think
God I did.
Like if you would ever visit out here, you would just have to bring your shit. That's all.
Well, I did, but niggas started to run low, and then I was getting to
That
the
quick?
pieces.
In 2 days?
Well, I bought 2 packs, but I had used them already.
Oh.
Yeah, so, and then I was getting to them pieces that just, they just ain't hitting right. You know what I mean? It just ain't the
Just
ones.
throw the shit away. Yeah.
You know,
I
so
get it. I know.
I was like, well, let me, they had to have it out here. It's East Coast. This is where this shit originated. You know what I mean?
No,
So,
that's why I told you I got that dark gravel leaf shit, and that shit was like smoking a fucking.
but I found one. And then my
I
second
threw that shit away.
complaint,
After 2 months, I was like, you know what?
this is my
ain't it.
second complaint.
I chalked that $10 up to the game.
And this is it's a lot slower. It's a lot slower.
There's no rush.
It's slow. Oh yeah, well
It's a
yeah.
lot slower. It's
Yeah.
back, and I'm on the
LA, you
freeway.
got-
There's not that
there
much
fast.
traffic. And you just get around. And I ain't gonna lie, when I came back and when we went, me, Kendra, and her cousin went fishing one time, and they wanted me to drive, so we driving to PA. So I'm driving like how I normally drive, because I'm used to driving in LA now. You gotta be aggressive. You gotta get around people. You gotta like maneuver.
Nigga.
So her cousin in the back, like, you remember like Pinky on Friday, you hit the corners, she pretty much gave me that treatment. She like, God damn, nigga.
Nigga, this nigga in the car, bro. I'm flying around like
Okay.
this in the car.
Nigga,
I'm just ain't saying
I was
shit.
feeling myself. Nigga had the tunes going and shit. Nigga,
Nah,
I was playing banging the shit out of some oldies today,
Oh, you
boy.
went in the Tahoe?
Oh, nigga.
You give this nigga a
Hey,
Tahoe.
man. I'm telling you, niggas is having a good time, man. Oh, nigga ain't getting
But no, like out here, when I came back, I just got used to driving the way I drive in LA. So I drive more aggressive than I did when I lived here.
that's my second
man.
complaint. And that's the thing.
I used to think traffic was bad when I lived here.
Y'all ain't
Nigga. I
got
know
no
traffic
Y'all
now.
ain't got no street lights on the freeway either. It's like,
Right.
No,
It's dark as
that
shit.
was no nigga. Street lights when I came to LA was a new thing. I was like, do we have to stop before I get on the fucking freeway?
Nah, bro,
Nah,
no.
that's during traffic
No,
time.
I'm just talking about lights in general.
Yeah, my bad. Like,
There's no lights.
He knocked it up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's on.
He just but it timed it up. Hold on, wait a second.
That's the first time I heard that. That reminded me of home.
We seen a couple places where they had a bunch of cop cars and shit.
Yeah, but I ain't hear that from here. You know what I mean? That remind me of home right there. Which is so fucking sad. Like, man.
Well, nigga, again, if I was to take you to my cousin's house, he lived off of North Avenue. That's in the middle of the hood. You would hear that constantly.
Yeah, I live off North Avenue in Chicago.
Yeah, well, like a lot of North Avenues are bad for whatever reason,
Like,
and it's on the
okay.
west side, so
Sad.
it's so funny. It's north. North Avenue. Oh, that's where the Crips are. That's where the Baltimore Crips are. That's Poplar Grove. You go over there.
Go over there and visit your people.
Hey, y'all want to know that real right? OGG coming from.
Hey, we went to my fraternity house. You can go to yours too.
Hey, listen, you in uniform,
Right.
nigga.
But that nigga say, all right, Mop Top, here we are, the hood.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Actually,
If you need money, sell rocks. I heard that's what they're doing now.
But
Well, it's the pill thing now.
we had some technical difficulties, y'all. But no, what I was saying was just lights in general.
Street
like,
lights to illuminate the freeway.
Right,
like
to illuminate
But
the
again,
freeway.
lights was just a new illuminate.
Nigga,
you got lights in your car. That's what your car lights
Bro,
are.
this shit
But I
was-
get it because it's a lot of trees. They're not
Nigga.
setting up light. There's not.
It's not like they're in the city
You know,
and
it's
shit.
not, you're not in the city. So like, if you're not in the city, you're not gonna see a lot of lights. Now, when you get close to the city, of course, you're gonna see more lights, more billboards, whatever the case is. But that's for a finite time because there's more tree area than there is city area in Baltimore.
Yeah, y'all got a lot of twists and turns and shit. Like you going through.
That's another
mountains
thing
and
too.
so-
Well, not a complaint, but that's another thing. Being from LA.
Yeah, no.
And another thing.
No, this is not a complaint.
What did
This-
Jameson on again?
yeah, because I need to
So we gave
refill
it to
too.
you.
But
Then I tell you, go run through that in 10 minutes.
But
It's
it-
only been 30.
damn, it's only been 30 minutes.
Yeah, nigga.
Damn. But thank you, brother. The trees, man. I'm actually getting to see some seasonal trees, nigga. Like
You get to breathe.
Like
You get
we
to breathe
don't
good air.
we don't have that, nigga. The trees don't
Get
change.
your
colors.
lungs filled. Get your lungs filled. Take it back to LA with
The
you.
trees don't change colors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In LA.
Oh,
In LA.
oh.
Out here, nigga.
Well, yeah, they do. They fall off.
Some-
The palm
some-
trees fall. The leaves
barely.
fall. Nigga, you
Not
drive
like-
over them
not like
shits all the
out
time.
I'm talking
like
about,
that.
nigga.
Not like
This shit
Andy.
look like some real seasonal weather shit.
But if you
You
go
know
to,
what I
I
mean?
told you, you never been to San Fran. If you go there, it's the same thing.
And the rain was different. Like, nigga, the rain hit different. Nigga, it was like misty. It was a mist, bro.
Well, it was a misty day, nigga. It was misty
No,
day.
no, no.
No.
So you know how in LA
No,
when it's
nigga.
like
Right, nigga, it
you don't
rains
wanna move.
hard in LA.
Okay.
they don't have that like how we have rain, like regular rain where you could just
Okay.
walk around and frolic.
Okay.
Into it.
You
Nigga,
just
so
have a
I'm like,
jacket
this
and
shit
you
is
know what I'm
like,
saying?
this is dope.
Yeah.
Nigga.
When it rain,
I waited.
I
I
waited
waited
for
for
the
the nigga. Like when I used to go to Bowie, I used to take the MARC train, which takes you from through Baltimore to DC. And at Bowie, there's like a train stop, which was dope. You know, you just get off the train and the school's right there. But nigga, there's plenty of times I had to wait in the snow, rain.
Oh wait, like
And I didn't want to be inside the trailer because it was 100 niggas. And this is before COVID, but I just didn't feel right being in the, like, you know that little trailer they have. It's like 100 niggas in there. I'm like, let me just I'd rather stand outside and tough it out.
I'll put it to you like this, like we play baseball. I
Like
play baseball.
sniveling
We
in
could,
there, like,
or you can play baseball or football in the rain in Chicago. In LA, when it starts raining,
That's
that
it.
shit's
That's a wrap.
done.
I've told
It's
people.
done.
No, I had a homeboy who tweet. He was like, "Oh, niggas out here can't drive when it's a little bit of snow." I said, "Well, try when it drizzles in LA and tell me how that goes."
All that
nigga.
wood and
You
shit
would
on the
swear, nigga, it's a monsoon outside. I'm like, Jesus.
Freak
Y'all
out.
still trying to drive 80. That's why.
Water coming from the sky.
So
oh,
half
man.
try to drive
Right.
80, the other half doing 20.
20.
There's no median. There's nobody that knows how to just. The people who are in the median are the niggas that are from the East
Yeah,
Coast
right.
or from wherever
Anywhere
else.
else. They're trying to-
That have been in
when
the
is
rain.
going on? Just get me home.
I'm like, let me just get the fuck out of here. These people are crazy.
Just get me home.
I seen a fucking car. It was like
Hold
a
on, it stopped
lowrider.
again. Fuck this fucking shit.
I didn't hear nothing.
Nah, it's part of this shit.
Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Go ahead.
Boom, 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 boom.
It was the 1st of November.
Man, that's a new day.
That day I'll always, we good. That day I'll always remember. Nigga, so I'm like, cause that was the day when my daddy died. I'm like,
Never got a chance to see.
I was nothing but bad things about him. Mama, I'm depending on you. Tell me the truth. Mama told him to see his son.
Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, all he left us was alone. Nigga, that is a bar, boy. Hey, nigga, all he left us was alone. Goddamn, if that ain't some shit. If that ain't some shit to say about a nigga. If that ain't the biggest fuck you in the world, fuck that nigga. That nigga didn't leave us shit but alone. That is some cold shit, boy. And they burn that.
I mean, I know the song. I don't know the lyrics like y'all. I know the
He
song.
butchered the lyrics.
Man,
That's why I was like,
He said it was the December 31st.
That's why I shut the fuck
Fuck
up.
it all.
I was like, let y'all rock out.
That special New Year's.
Fuck it all.
March the 17th. It was sometime.
It was the 3rd of September.
Oh yeah, 30th of September. What I say, November?
You said November
1st of
30th.
November.
Yeah.
First of
Yo made up a
November.
date.
It was
the
that day I
20th of
always
April.
remember. Yes, I will.
It was the 2nd of July.
The greatest Independence Day.
2 more days until
Now
we
it's all.
have a fish fry. Doom, 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 doom.
Papa was a rolling stone. That's a cold ass bass line.
Try to pawn his chain.
Millennial said
and
your
it wasn't
father,
real
if your
gold.
mother said your papa was a Rolling Stone, it wasn't a good thing.
Nah.
I mean, yeah.
I be stroking. That's what
He was stroking to the east, and he was stroking to the west.
Literally. That nigga getting around.
Basketball was my favorite sport. I like to go dribble up and down the court.
That nigga used to be my favorite rapper.
Bitch. Curtis Blow or
Raw.
Curtis Blow.
Raw.
Okay, I'm gonna cut these up.
Take
You
me.
got an Airbnb, your bed is literally 10 feet away. You know what I'm saying?
Good. I've been sipping, man.
He been sipping, he ain't dripping
We
yet.
some sipping niggas, pulling up ass niggas, drinking ass
He
niggas.
been sitting.
Y'all already know.
That's crazy.
And we're back. So let's get through some of these topics real quick.
First one.
If I can find one.
Talk about your black love, Kenny. So how does it feel?
Is that what we want to get into right now?
Okay, we want to talk about that later.
No, it's up to you.
Oh yeah, because this is my contribution.
Hey.
Sure.
We want to talk about black love, fellas. So Kenny, we'll start with you. How does it feel? As we're here gathered in, I'm about to say Massachusetts, Baltimore.
Jesus. 500 miles away.
I'm thinking Boston.
You sure you want to do this right now? That's fine.
Sure you want to talk about that? No, yeah, but how does it feel? I know that your fiance is like 20 feet away from us, but yeah, how does it feel?
Shit. I hate it. Say nah. I love.
We're here for his engagement party, by the way, everybody. That's what's going on.
Yeah, man.
I love.
Woo, shout out to this thing. I'm trying to get that motherfucker too.
Oh, you gotta read something from off your thing?
No. I was just gonna give myself a few air horns if I could get my app loaded up.
Oh my
real
god.
quick. You know what I'm
You
saying?
gotta be ready.
Honestly, I ain't got the best I could do. But no, it's a really good feeling. It's one of those feelings where, for me at least, I don't know how some men proclaim when they're in love and they're like, oh well, you know, this is it or whatever, and they still step out and do some bullshit. For me, it's like, all right, I might see a girl that or another woman that, you know, might be attractive or whatever.
You're human.
We're all human.
Your wife thinks men are attractive too.
I'm sure she's seen attractive men. You feel me? That come past her way, but it's one of those things where I'll never pursue it. I'll never want to like step out. There's no reason for me to do that. It's nice to look at. It's like being in the zoo. Woo! Look at that. Look at that giraffe that just walked by.
I'm not gonna own it.
Okay, let's not do that. It's like art. Museum.
There we go. It's better.
This nigga said it's like
There
being
you
in the
go.
zoo.
It's a museum. I was trying to be like it's exotic girl. I wasn't. Okay.
I was like,
you got it. You know
I
what?
said safari.
You got it.
It's like you in a car.
Because that's what I always say. I'm like, women are like art. You
Art.
know?
There you go.
I'm just enjoying.
Just taking in the beauty of it. You know what I mean? Seeing what God created and put here for
This
us.
nigga says, ooh.
I'm done. You know?
Like, look
But
at that cougar.
in terms of me, it doesn't. It doesn't make me want to step out. So I'll just say that's my piece. And I
I hate y'all. He said, look at that cougar. Rawr.
What the fuck?
Hey, young man.
who was that one that played in
Eartha Kitt?
Yeah, Eartha Kitt. I was like, who was that? I was trying she was in Boom.
Hey, nigga.
Oh my
I ain't
god.
gonna lie.
That was
You know the crazy thing is
Boomerang.
people always talk about him being a predator, but they don't talk about Eartha Kitt being a predator.
Her predatorism was more.
It was worse than his.
Nigga, that was
In
real
terms of
predator.
the way it came
That was
off,
real-
it was more like
That was old school.
funny.
I mean,
That was
endearing,
old school
as opposed to,
Hollywood. She was pushing.
grown
She
man.
was really pushing the pussy on that nigga.
Yes.
Like pushing it on him. Like nigga, you're going to take
Yeah,
it.
like you're going
There
to
is
this.
no-
Alright, so we're gonna do it at your house or my house.
This is what it
You want me
is.
to-
Don't
That is
deviate
not
from the
allowed.
question though, nigga. Black love. It's coming
What
around.
about
It's coming
it,
around
nigga?
the circle. He asked the question,
Yeah, I'm
It
talking
came
about you
out.
specifically though.
but so it's just me.
I mean, we can talk
That
about.
ain't no, it's just me.
None of y'all niggas experience black love.
We can talk about the two who are
course I
enjoying
have.
it right now.
Okay, so what's your question?
Yeah.
I was talking about Kenny's and Kenny wanted to involve you. I was saying specifically him,
I already said my piece.
Okay, no, I was saying how are you feeling currently? Well, where you're starting to manifest what your journey is right now. Like I know you put the ring on the finger now, but now you're starting to actually bring people around.
It's a lot. I mean, I'll say it's
things are changing.
It's a lot of planning and having, and trust me, it's a lot of shit you got to pay attention to. If you don't, your significant other will remind you of it. And so you got to make sure you pay attention. You know what I mean? Seriously, I'm not even trying to make that as a joke.
Very gently put.
Yeah, just pay attention, please. It's the small things that need to be noticed. It's teamwork make the dream work, and you can't allow. I mean, because I think we've all grown up with the let's call it a moniker. The moniker of okay, that the wedding is the woman's day. It's all about the woman. No, it's a little bit about you too. I mean, you should be able to input, like, especially, all right, we're all music guys. You should be able to input to the playlist of what's going on at your wedding. No, you're not. But you should be able to incorporate shit like that. We'll see.
No.
We'll see. And that's you. Hey, listen. We'll see. If you get what I'm saying. I won't mind, but you know what I mean? We'll see. But no kidding. But it's a lot of all jokes aside. It's just a lot of teamwork. You just got to be there, be involved.
I would assume so though. You know what I mean? That's
you don't want because that's a lot to put on a woman's plate to be like, here, baby, you plan your whole perfect day out.
I mean, you should want something out of it.
Yeah, it's your because again, like I said, we all kind of grown up with that. It's the woman's day.
No, I think that it is a very selfish thing to say because
well,
I haven't dreamt about doing this. Obviously, that's why I bought a however many $1,000 ring. It's a damn fool to say like,
Payments
okay, now you gave me this, so now I
month.
control everything now. Yeah, okay.
Every month.
That's not how this works.
They'll be on time, nigga. Thank you. Oh, you got paid? Thank
I
you.
did that.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Right.
See you in a couple weeks.
See you next month, motherfucker. And you better be there.
We ain't trying to
With
get
bells on. With bells on. Give me your money with bells on.
Every kiss begins with what?
Well, that's King Jules, but I can leave this dog.
Kiss the ring.
I picked up 2 foot down, brother. I picked it up. You know what I'm saying? Nigga said, he kissed me.
Let you miss that payment, nigga. You gonna be like, hey, yo. I see you turned off that auto.
We seen your IG. She doing all types of parties.
Your ceremony is on September 12th. We're gonna need this back.
She was holding up her champagne glass.
So, going back to my question, what was the question?
Yeah, because the same question for him couldn't be for him.
I mean, that's why I said the mainly.
It was mainly, he said I incorporated you, so.
Okay. So, I mean, what's still
So what's the question?
It's no question. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, really. That was a simple one.
You don't know about black love.
Justice Smollett.
Speaking of black love, somebody's gonna be experiencing a lot of black love in jail.
That nigga say, man.
Out
in 5 days,
What the
nigga.
fuck is that? Oh, the move from Empire.
Yeah, we cut our last episode, which we haven't put out yet. It'll be out soon. We talked about how he got locked up and how he was saying, I'm not suicidal. He put up the black fist. Blah 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 blah.
5 days later, he's out of jail.
5 to 6. I think either 5 or 6 days later, out.
Yeah,
Nigga had a cup of water in jail.
Yeah, he's a gay Tupac.
He said that.
He said that
on stage.
himself. He said that
on
himself.
stage.
He said that.
I will verify that because he said it in the club, like right in the midst of everybody believing the bullshit that he was saying and saying, "Oh, I'm the gay Tupac. I survived the fam. Tupac is."
calm your ass down.
Somebody said, what? Oh, okay, yeah, you know.
Yeah, exactly, nigga. You.
He said that a long time ago.
This
Yeah,
nigga,
that was like in a hype, like in the literally like maybe a week after this shit happened.
he's a clown, bro. I think that nigga's a clown.
I don't think it's.
First off, what was his sentence? 150 days in
Nah,
jail?
it's 6 careers.
150 days. He still got 144 community service and some
150 days.
I think it's probation too, wasn't it?
150 days for setting up something.
for wasting taxpayers' time. Chicagoans, you should be upset,
Everything that you
sir.
created was a lie.
You still got people in Chicago, right? Their tax dollars went to that bullshit and the trial.
Let's go to some other bullshit.
Then you have the audacity to be at court and walk out talking about, I'm innocent. If something happens, I'm not suicidal. If something happens to me, what? What the fuck are
With
you
the fist up.
protesting?
With the fist up.
What is the whole protest?
Check his mental health.
Then he goes on to say, some
I hope the brothers
black
love.
folks is in.
I would do it
I hope
too.
the brothers
It's like,
love.
it seems like
What
you doing
the fuck?
some way out
You
shit.
know the funny thing
Oh,
is,
bro.
I was watching Godfrey talk about it, and he said he know the two
That is funny
Nigerians.
as shit.
He said he know the two Nigerians that he
We didn't do this shit.
It's just the fact he went to
He
Subway
went to
at 3
Africa.
a.m. nigga.
Bro, that didn't happen. It was a polar vortex that winter. It was -30 that day.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I know. It was -30.
The Subway was closed.
It don't matter if it was open or closed. He wasn't just frogging around
He
trying
wanted to meatball sub at 3 a.m. You never know.
by himself.
Them cookies be hit, you know what I'm saying?
I got some over there, but I ain't walking in the -30.
You know what I'm
I ain't
saying?
walking in the -30.
I don't understand. Till this day, I keep saying,
With two bucks.
I don't understand what his
-30.
intent was.
To get
Polar
some more
vortex.
sun.
To be so cold it can't snow.
And now you're going around talking about you the gay Tupac.
With the rain
Because
He said, we gonna stop right in the atmosphere.
Oh, yeah, my bad, bro. What you
I mean, his whole shit, this whole gay Tupac thing is like, that's kind of just throwing me off because everything that you base, your whole situation is based off a lie.
So it's the antithesis of what
So,
Tupac is. It's the
it's-
complete opposite.
It's very disrespectful to Tupac,
Yes.
to be quite honest, because
Do you remember him saying that though?
no, I don't. But even if he did say it,
He did say it. No, he did say it. He did say it.
I believe he did. I'm not saying that he didn't. I believe he did because of the other bullshit that he was saying. So I can see that coming out of his mouth. But my thing is just like that's very disrespectful towards Tupac,
Everybody.
towards anyone.
For him to just
It was like, why do you
feel that way?
like that?
What did you do to make you feel like you're in a representation of what thug life means? Because you're saying you're the gay Tupac. So what?
First though, I don't get. And
You see what I'm saying?
West side?
ride coming with gang.
What is it that you did to make, you know what I mean? Like for you to say that.
You claim to be a
Not
player.
near another.
So like,
Not near another.
nigga, Tupac went to jail, did his time.
For a bunch of.
I
Take
don't
a
know.
chin. Pause.
You know what I
You
mean?
got to right there. See? You got to right there.
No, I was gonna say something else. He'll do that.
Oh shit. See?
Yeah, man.
Alright,
It's just at the end of the day, he's a fucking clown.
Yeah.
He's a real fucking idiot.
I just can't believe that he. You know, I keep saying like, well, you know, I ain't gonna tell that story forever, but it was -30. That shit ain't happening. Shit.
Alright, well, I can tell you what is happening. Kanye and Pete.
That shit
And
is
Ski, in the words of Whack 100,
Bruh.
they gotta get out. Yeah, man, them niggas gotta get out. They
That
gotta
shit
swallow.
is such a fake situation, bro. All this shit just to get.
Did you see the text messages back and forth?
That nigga said, I'm in the bed with your wife.
Nigga, that's grounds for me whipping your ass.
Oh, we gotta
Right,
fight.
like
That's what I'm
every
saying.
time
We
I
gotta
see.
fight.
Cause now you going like, even though I try to get where he was trying to go with, you're trying to defend
Then
your girl,
again,
but
he
still,
killed him in a whole music video.
I get it. I
I'm
get
like,
it, bro.
that's the least of way. I'm
Yeah,
like, wait, actually,
yeah, the disrespect
wait a
is going.
minute.
Yeah, the respect is going out the door weeks ago.
I'm like, wait a
months
minute,
ago.
actually.
Kanye.
He killed him in a music
chopped his head
No,
off.
not one, but 2 music videos.
Yeah, he chopped his head off in one video. I didn't see the second one, but he chopped his head off in the first.
I had to think about
You know
it.
the clay, you know the claymation shit.
Yeah.
Like, he did one of them type of videos and chopped his
There's
head off.
another one. He was just in the video, just dead.
Didn't see that one, so yeah, he got straight to it on the second one. Like you're just gonna die, like. Yeah. But
So I was like, ah.
no, I don't know if it's fake or
form
real,
of
but
expression.
That's exactly what he said.
it's a very weird situation
That's
where
what we said about Skeet. That's hard.
like I see he involved, like now he's going at DL Hughley and now like Steve
How did
Harvey
that
said some shit. I don't know.
No, DL Hughley.
Because I think DL said some
Yeah,
shit.
Hughley said that he's basically not stalking, but like harassing Kim Kardashian right now.
But
It's
he
only
is.
cool because like he's famous. And I mean, I halfway
I can see
agree with
that.
him. I halfway agree with him. So
It's just weird behavior. That's all.
yeah.
That nigga going.
Exactly.
Ain't nothing no other
He go on
man I
social
think has
media and
never
be
had a
like,
gun.
you know,
It's
stop
just that he's
putting-
doing it on cameras.
Yeah, he was saying
Not saying
stop
I've
taking
done this shit,
TikToks of my kids and posting that shit.
I mean, half of what he's saying is
I mean, he has some credibility. He is a father, but it's just the way he's going about it.
Right.
That's all.
And we don't even know what he's doing. It's the fact that he's just putting it on.
The way he wants to raise his kids is him and Kim's business.
My thing is,
but it's just the way you're going about trying to convey that message. I understand that even if she's saying that y'all are not communicating, what it sounds like they are. Well, through Kim's eyes, like she is communicating with the nigga.
Right.
And it's like you can handle this better, bro. Like, come on.
And
like,
my contribution to this conversation will be this: why is it that I feel like people are trying to throw real dirt onto Kanye now? Like, you know how they say that no black man could come out of Hollywood unscathed? Kanye actually has come out of Hollywood
for the most
unscathed.
part.
Like, he's done some questionable shit, but it's never been he's touched this woman. He's done some. He's embezzled money. He's never done criminal activity.
What's that one guy, Harvey Weinstein? He never Harvey Weinstein.
Right. You know, I'm like, everybody has like been accused of sexual assault, accused of done something like that. He's never been accused of anything criminal. And people keep trying to say Kanye's gonna face jail time because he's harassing people. That's when I'm like, all right, y'all, chill the fuck out. Because at the end of the day, this black man hasn't. He's doing a lot of this.
Well, it's a lot of
he's harassing people, but
it's not.
DL is the only nigga that I think should be like, all right, bro.
I gotta check you,
hands.
Well, the thing is, you know, white folk are allowed to have these things, and they're called what, episodes.
Yeah,
that's all they're called.
Yeah. I was gonna say, but it's really harassing when all he's doing is making posts and just saying.
Yeah, it can be.
I mean, it's like it's harassing.
Because then you got commenters and shit. You know,
it's not even that. It's what he's saying about. Is what he's saying about specifically about Kim and about.
I can see how that can be.
What's that nigga now? In the public eye.
I can see how that could be maybe defamation, but
yeah. So,
I mean that's
a form of harassment.
You know what I mean?
And if it's constant, and it's on social media, and you have 30, 40 million followers.
I mean, if I say you have
because it's only the man's opinion.
If I say you have,
but you got it's your follow. Was it fellowship or whatever you want to call it?
Yes, 2 billion people that believe this. If I say you have, if I have 2 billion people follow me, and I say you have herpes, and that's not true,
and then it's a CNN topic with them.
Well, it's not even slander and defamation.
If I say it every single day, then it becomes harassment, kind of, because it's like your name is now in the. Now your name
that's a little different.
Nigga, your name is in the headlines, nigga.
And now every time you come on your phone, it's what the fuck, bro.
It's another topic about y'all kids, about y'all ex relationship, about your new relationship. It's like fuck.
Granted, this is all what she wants. Don't get it wrong.
Yeah.
That's why I say it's halfway, because I'm like,
because that nigga was walking around with Julia Fox. Ain't that her name?
Oh yeah, sure. But he got another girl.
Around with it, man. Ain't nobody.
That's why.
No, they're over. They're
That's why I be ignoring that shit, because at the end of the day, it's all bullshit.
See y'all catch up with this shit.
It's all bullshit.
It's a lot, bro. It's like what's that one show that soap opera? Not Don't Look Up. That soap opera. As the day turns, any of them. Like honestly, any of them. It's like it's just like that. It's every day.
All my children.
All my children.
That's what I just said. This is literally what I said.
Yeah. So all my children, their lives. All that shit that your granny used to watch.
Them the two that my Zammy artists.
Yeah.
All my children, General Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
This one is just
can't do it.
Can't do it. But the only thing I say, like as a black man, I try to we need to just leave as it is.
I try to get it out my
these
algorithms.
Public figures doing what they are, and not try to be like he's doing harm to people.
I mean, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. At a certain point, is like some of these things he's just giving he's expressing himself. Like I don't really like.
It's still a heavy cup.
He's talking about someone, but none of this shit has been like threatening.
I mean,
that's why I say. That's why I'm like.
He did kill the man in the video.
Yeah, but that's just art at the end of the day.
Bro, if somebody killed you in the motherfucking music video,
you ain't gonna call it.
Let's be real.
Yeah, stop.
If it's a rapper, nigga, you better make a diss track, nigga.
It better be a high 16.
I feel you, but I'm like, at the end of the day, if that's me, no, that ain't no goddamn art.
I mean, man, look, you fucking this dude, woman, man. At the end of the day,
yeah, that's life.
So what do you expect? Like, what do you expect? You're fucking this man's wife.
Has that not happened to us before? Not our wife.
And they say he doing it better than you used to do it.
Like, what do you expect? And then supposedly you received
that's tough to hear.
Message from this
tough to
nigga
hear,
in bed with
You're fucking. You got 2 kids with this woman.
The nigga that got her name
white
tatted.
man is fucking your
That's
wife.
his fucking way.
You know
No,
what I'm
no, I
saying?
ain't gonna lie. DL did the worst diss to Kanye. He said, "Gee, how bad were you that you made a Kardashian into a white man?" I was damn, shots. That was the good one, DL. That was the one. That was the one. I know I got support.
I'll say it
My
again.
Chicago brethren.
Any man who
He's
gets
from
in a
Chicago, right?
relationship with them,
Yeah.
they gotta be comfortable
No, he's from
with being
LA.
on motherfucking TV.
He is from LA.
And that shit is
Ain't DL from
ridiculous.
LA?
He from out here.
Yeah, from out
Out
here.
there.
Yeah, out there.
Oh,
Look, you so used to being in LA. This nigga is a fucking whole fucking body, boy.
Man.
Yeah,
He
man.
from out here, cause you know, right up the street.
Nah, he from Compton.
No, cause we were just. I was just asking. I was like, is he from Chicago? He was like, nah, he from DC. And I was like, hold on, I think he's from LA.
If he not from Compton, he from like South Central, but like more towards the east side a little bit. Or he may just.
That's
be
funny.
from the
I feel like he doesn't rep it enough for people to know. Like I know just cause I kind of vaguely remember him saying it, but I don't feel like he reps it enough. Or maybe it just.
I mean, it depends on the individual. I mean,
he looked like an LA nigga though.
to
Tatted
each
up.
his own.
I mean,
You know, to each his own.
I feel like he just got to that though.
yeah, no, it was weird. Out of nowhere, he got sleeves. Like at the age of 50. I was just like, where did this come from?
Is that
Started
wrong?
talking real rapidly. Nah, it was just different.
I don't know if I'm going to be getting a sleeve at 50. If I don't get it in my 30s now, I don't think it's gonna. It's just my time has passed.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with getting a tattoo at 50.
A sleeve, multiple.
It depends on what you're getting tattooed.
You're going through something, sir.
Nah, it depends on what you're getting
Two
tattooed,
sleeves
bro.
in a matter of like 2 sleeves.
It
in your
depends.
50s?
It depends
Ain't
on what
nothing
you're
wrong
getting
with it.
tattooed.
I mean, do you? But you're going through something.
I'll
like-
question it if you getting some dumb shit tatted.
Well, I
I haven't looked at the man's tattoo specifically.
Like I'm going to question if you just getting some dumbass random tattoos.
Just get some
to have.
tribal.
He does have a lot of tribal shit.
Just get some tribal.
Well, I mean that may stand for something for him.
I mean, hey,
Politician.
listen
You know,
again.
again, that may that may stand for something for him. Now, I don't agree with niggas getting tribal tattoos unless you are
Within that culture.
within that heritage.
Heritage, not even the
You know,
culture.
not even the culture, within that heritage.
Yeah, that was
You
your mom and your daddy.
yeah, you had to have some type of
But
something.
you got like Samoan homeboys and shit like that, don't you?
I've had a few in the past, yeah.
They
I've had a
rep
few
that
in the
shit.
past. Them niggas
They rep that shit for real.
boy. I mean, but again, that's their heritage. You know what I mean? And I've had a few. Shout out to my niggas. I ain't gonna put them out there, but if they see this, shout out to them. But yeah, no, I've had a few, man, and again, that's why I say heritage instead of culture, because shit like that is more. It's more than just pushing the culture, quote unquote, for them. You know what I mean? Like that is their shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That's what it is.
Yeah, I got it.
So yeah, but I don't know how the fuck. Oh, the tattoos. Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
Kanye West.
if you're in something
Yeah, cool.
within your heritage, right? Let's say you want some tribal shit, and you decide to get a whole little layout.
Yeah.
Shit, nigga, it makes sense because
But
you're.
not in my 50s, G. Like, it's.
Bro, you-
like,
It does scream midlife crisis.
yeah, bruh. Like, it's. I'm not even trying to put that on him, but it
Yeah,
was just
man.
out of nowhere, bro.
You
He got
can't-
2 sleeves
All
on his
right,
arm.
you can't say that for a nigga who may have some type of. Well, speaking on the tribal aspect only, you can't say that for a nigga who's in his 50s or 60s deciding to get a tattoo for his heritage.
Yeah, I agree, man. The sleeve's kind of excessive.
And 2 of them, what are you getting though? What's on the sleeves?
But no, that's not the
me.
point.
It
I think you're missing the point. It's
Matters
in
to
your
me.
50s, bro.
Like, it's
I don't
only
think it's
sleeves
not-
on niggas.
There's nothing wrong with getting a tattoo.
In your 50s.
In your 50s.
You saying there's something
A
wrong with
sleeve. A sleeve consists of your whole arm, and both of them he got.
I
That
don't think
was-
there's anything
like,
wrong
trying to
with
look
that.
and his hands. It was odd.
And his neck.
Nigga,
I
I
don't think
seen,
there's
nigga,
anything wrong with that.
bro, I seen his TV show he used to have,
He
and
did
I
not
seen
have
King
any
of Comedy.
tattoos.
He had maybe one or two,
what
like,
if-
maybe
what-
one or two.
What if he's in a position or he
Pause,
fit-
because I don't know what else he had, but it's like,
What-
nigga,
what
from
if-
what I can see, he had maybe one or two.
All right, so true. What if he feels he's finally, or he was finally in a position in his
You
life?
got
to
a
where-
white man.
I'm gonna get my tattoo.
Well, he didn't have to be on camera.
Again, he was going through something, like we said.
He was.
Yeah.
That was our initial point. Like he's going through something. There's nothing wrong with it. Hey, rock out.
Because the way y'all saying it is like, it's something wrong with getting the sleeve.
No, it's just odd, and it sets off an alarm. It's like, what's going on, my nigga?
And yep, this is time.
Put it like this: if I was DL Hughley's homeboy, like if I was, and we both in our 50s, and out of nowhere we had a spades game, and I see this nigga sleeveless, I'm like, yo,
so you would say that to a nigga who already had tattoos?
Bro, if you came, if God willing, we get to our 50s, and you came to a spades game, we all here, and nigga, you got a sleeve of tattoos in your 50s, and nigga, all through the rest of your 30s and your 40s, you didn't have no tattoos like that. I'm gonna add 50. Okay, decide to get 2 sleeves.
But I'm gonna look
at you funny.
Point, though. For a nigga who already has tattoos.
But again, that's your body. That's
no, but what I'm saying, for a nigga who already has tattoos. But
what made you wait 15 odd years? Is my thing. Like, what made you wait 10 to 15 years to say, okay, at 50, I'm gonna go ahead and do this now.
You're sleeved up.
Hey, again,
I don't feel there's nothing wrong with it. Now, I'm not disagreeing with y'all saying that he was going through something, because clearly he publicly said he was. You know what I mean? So that.
But if that's my homeboy, I'm gonna check on you. I'm
like, hey, you straight?
After the jokes and the kiki, when these niggas leave, I'm gonna be like, hey, G, come here.
For me,
come here. I'm gonna call you on the phone. What's going on, bro?
It depends on what you're getting.
First off, how much you pay for this shit? Like, why'd you do it?
Nigga, dragons.
He said, "I'm dragons."
Well, but that's what I'm saying.
If you get some wild into the dragon shit, like on some Cisco shit, I'm gonna look at you super funny.
Maybe from Baltimore.
Hey, that's what he's questioning.
I was taking to Drew Hill Park. I didn't take you to Drew Hill Park. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think about that.
That's when you question some shit for sure.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, we gotta go to Drew Hill Park.
They got a Drew Hill Park.
Yeah.
You go take it.
Well,
it's not named that. That's where they got the
that's
name.
Where they got
it's
the
not.
name
It's not named after them.
That's why I figured.
Drew Hill, is it a city out here?
No, that's what the park is called, Drew Hill Park. It's a hood park.
But yeah, that little fun fact I didn't know about.
No, look at you. Look at you know that.
See, when you say Drew
Hill Park.
Y'all hear that?
That's how you pronounce it though.
I know.
But
it's not a Drew.
Nigga, I don't feel there's nothing wrong with motherfuckers getting a tattoo, getting sleeves when they 50. I just think it depends on what you're getting. Now, if you getting some shit that just to get it, then that's stupid to me. Nigga, what is the meaning?
What did he do?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, but I'm just saying it has to have some type of meaning.
Yeah.
It needs to be something of some substance to make sense for me.
If we at the dice game, if we all meet up in Vegas, like on some like guys trip type shit, and you out of nowhere are 52 years old, sir.
Sir, I already got tattoos.
Sir,
I already have.
If you're 52 years old and you show up, and I've seen you in your 40s, I've seen you in your late 30s, you did not have these tattoos. And at 50, whatever, you was like, well, somebody, I want to go ahead and get me 2 sleeves.
Go get tatted up.
All right, I got another question for you.
I'm gonna be like, yo, nigga, you alright?
What if at 52?
We could have went to a Lakers game, and I think you would have decided to get them tattoos.
What if at 52 you finally are able to be in a position in your life
to afford a long,
to afford to not give a fuck about having to have a job that is going to go against your tattoo?
Well, if you're gonna sleep, you can cover that up easily. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I get your point, though. I get your point. You ain't about to get a sleeve on your forehead, but you know, I get what you're saying.
What if you're at that point in your life to where you can finally just
nigga, if you get a tattoo on your face, I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna look at you more different
at any point.
You know what I mean? If you're doing it for a meaning, what if you get to that point in your life to where you can finally express yourself?
Yo, if you show up with tattoos up the hair, I'm gonna look at you funny.
Nah, if I wanted shit like that, me personally, I would already got it.
That's what I'm.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
That's the point.
Don't get me wrong though, nigga. I'm about to be 31, and there's still tattoos I need to get, and
for sure, and that's fine. And I'm all for it. If you want to get a sleeve in your 30s, that's cool, my nigga. But the point is, you skipping that 5, 10, 15 years to wait till you 50 to get said tattoo.
I think if you already got tattoos and you still getting tatted when you at that age, man, I think that's fucking dope.
I mean, hey, all right, cool. Yeah,
I think that's fucking dope.
All right,
but again, It depends on what
a couple
you're getting
tattoos,
tatted.
but it's the sleeve part that I think we're just.
But what is the sleeve though? That's my thing. Like what you say, I get you on the sleeve, but what is on
like
that
What if
sleeve?
it's like a Drake sleeve? You know, the random.
Then I can't fuck with you because what are you doing that at 50? But why are you doing that?
Why
period?
are you tatting Marvin Gaye on your forearm?
Exactly. Not at 50. That's stupid. I get you on that. Now that's dumb. But now if you 52 or some shit and then you decide to get a dedication to your parents or your siblings.
What if you decide to get like a Lakers mural? Like you
Marvin Gaye tatted. That's not far.
Nigga, why are you getting Marvin Gaye tatted? You don't know the nigga.
52.
You don't know that nigga.
And R52.
Maybe
R52 didn't grow up with Marvin Gaye.
I
Our parents grew up with Marvin Gaye.
Maybe there's a time where that's like his music.
You're right. When you're 20 or 30. Maybe even in your teens. But if you're in your 50s getting a Marvin Gaye tattoo, I'm going to question it. Because that don't make sense to me.
Because I'm going to question.
It don't make sense to me. Unless you have some type of relation to that man.
Well, that's your cousin.
Right.
That's your cousin.
You know, even then, I'm going to
That's
still
your
be a
cousin.
little iffy.
But you can still at least
But I
grasp.
can understand
You
it.
can grasp the concept.
Because
It was a
you relate.
dedication.
Because
Y'all
of
know
right.
each other.
But
You
if
were part of
you
that
now
scene.
will
You
only
didn't
know
know
about Marvin Gaye after a while. Motherfuckers
You might want to use that as a flex.
Like
Yeah, I'm Marvin Gaye cousin. I had
I
to get tatted on me one
feel
time.
that type of music, people
Oh, my
they
God.
grasp early.
You can
Right.
imagine niggas
And
spit.
that's
That's
something
a
that's
dirty
gonna really
game.
hold
That's
on
a
to your heart.
nasty game.
Yeah, Marvin Gaye
Cousin, yeah. I'm saying.
So if you're a fan of that type of music,
Right.
It's
and you
peeling
get
a little
that
bit.
early, you're gonna get that tatted and want to represent that from like young. You know what I mean?
No, I feel you.
Because
Now
otherwise,
you heard that song in a situation in your 40s, and now you want to get Marvin Gaye.
exactly, nigga. No 50-year-old man. I
Well,
just don't think
that
no
brings me to my
50-year-old
next
man
topic.
is gonna want to do that.
Drake getting braids. How we feel about it?
I
And I
haven't
can't
seen
speak as a bald man.
I haven't
Yeah, I
seen
mean,
it.
I don't want to touch
Dr.
too much
Dre?
on it. Like, no, Drake.
Oh, Drake.
I don't equivalent hairstyles.
I'm looking at this.
I mean, because I'm talking to a nigga with braids, but you've had braids for a minute. I mean, not braids, just hair for a minute. You feel me?
So Drake is in his 30s, man. So
You've had hair since I've known you. So I've known you for like, what, 3 years now. You've had hair.
I don't equivalent. Like I can't hate on the nigga.
You know what? Yeah, he looks like, I don't know, bro.
So all right, Let me say this.
God bless.
I'll
This nigga
joke.
Cordell looking like he's stealing my
I'll
sauce.
joke on the nigga,
Maybe he
right?
did that for son.
Let's say I've known you for
That's what it
some
looks
years.
like he was doing.
Say it again. What you good? Say you know the nigga for a few years.
Let's say I've known a nigga for some years.
You still
Some
talking
years.
about the tattoos?
No.
We on to the hairstyles now.
Oh.
So let's say I've known a nigga for some years, right?
And again, I have no, race,
Oh,
no
wow,
horse in this
okay.
race. You know what I'm saying? So
You
y'all
decide-
got
I know where you're going with this.
well, yeah, you decide to switch up your hairstyle. You ain't never decided.
you was just getting a fade for like
You-
the past 3-4
Fast,
years.
nigga,
As
fuck
long as
that,
I know
nigga.
you.
I'm talking about some years, nigga. Let's say 10, 15 years. You know what I mean? I done known this nigga, and he ain't never see you getting the same shit. He not the type of nigga to do different
They
hairstyles.
don't look
Roll
bad.
up some weed over there.
Yeah, go ahead.
They don't look bad.
You know, he not the type of nigga to be like,
They just-
I'm just asking. And again,
The
this
nigga look like
wasn't
Tino.
me throwing no salt. Listen, I don't have a horse. I can't grow the hair
When
to do
did he
that.
grow his hair out, though, is what I want to
I
know.
don't know. The nigga's rich. Yeah, the nigga's
You
rich.
say, when did he grow his hair?
I mean,
I was gonna get to that.
That's
it
my
better
only
not
question.
be no weed.
So my thing
Oh, it's
is,
definitely weeds.
You think so?
When did he grow his hair out?
I'm gonna question a
I
nigga.
just seen a picture with him.
It's not even a question.
Him in money bag, yo.
If you my homeboy and I know you, I'm gonna clown you if you walk in with a new hairstyle. Just
Really?
in general.
Well, I mean, that's homeboy.
Yeah, that's
shit.
what I'm saying.
homeboy
That's
shit.
just, you know what I mean?
If I see you come with a cruddy fade with a cruddy top,
Right.
like,
Well,
I'm
just talking
gonna
about
look
that,
at
y'all
this
say,
nigga.
Nigga walk in with some braids, I'm getting like, nigga.
Oh,
what-
you gonna catch it?
Yeah,
Oh,
what the
gee,
fuck? What-
I want you to come in with braids.
And then don't let it try to be something like where it be the new shit. Would it be like the two braids back and
Oh, and the fade on
the
the
fade Now,
I'ma light you up.
one of my homeboys
Oh, you
came
look
in
like
like
my
that. This
cousin.
my nigga. So if you see this nigga, I still got love for you, you know. But I ain't gonna say his name. But
That's
he
what my
know.
older brother get
he
this.
know
My
what
older
I'm
brother
talking
said
about
that.
if you
I was
see
like,
this
why don't
shit.
you get the two braids?
But when I seen the nigga, the first thing I said, I was like,
Yeah.
okay,
I
nigga
got
got a
some
new
syphilis in
hairstyle.
No, it's you're fine. It's the two braids this
go back here.
and the fade on the side.
Right.
All this is fade. That's young shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
So if you're
It's
doing
very
that
much
now,
so.
it's just young, and
I
it's
do.
cool. The youngins
Man.
can do it. That's cool. That's
Doing
their
that
style.
at 50.
But oh my lord,
I feel you.
the
That,
DL.
that's
he
what
got
I'm saying.
he got dreads out of nowhere. I was like, oh,
When
he
you
can
doing
grow
that
dreads.
at 50, I'm gonna question it a little bit because again,
So
me,
the hairstyle. So it's the hairstyle over the
hairstyle over the
over that.
tattoo.
Really?
For real.
Because the hairstyle you could cut
I'm
off.
about to say, hairstyles like
You have to go through a process to remove the
tattoos
Here's the thing.
forever.
Yeah.
Here's the thing with the
Typically,
hairstyle.
niggas don't remove the tattoo. They just
You
say,
just-
fuck it, I
you
just
just
did it.
said
Yeah,
it,
people
though.
think tats remove that.
But he just said it. Particular hairstyles, the 2 braids with the shaved sides and shit. That's a young thing.
But you could cut that though. If somebody's clowning you out, you could cut that. If somebody's clowning the fact you got 2 sleeves, granted, you might be prideful, but when you go home, you can't be like, all right, let me just cut this and start over.
Again,
Nigga,
y'all-
that's you now. That's
Y'all
your
keep saying
style.
2 sleeves. I'm always gonna say, what are these sleeves?
I don't know what the nigga got on his arms, G. I really can't tell you.
That's what I'm saying. He can have some memorial type shit on his arms.
If you say so.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Microphone.
Like, you know what I mean? It could be anything. Like, right, it could be some stand-up comic shit. It could be anything, nigga, that has some type of meaning.
Oh, speaking of stand-up comics, would you go see T.I. and stand-up? I heard he's
I was gonna say,
alright.
what y'all think about
T.I.
that?
Yeah, what y'all think about that?
Wait, no. So what you think about Shaq putting him on All-Star Weekend though?
Oh, really? He
Yeah,
put him in his
that
little
was-
shack,
that was a lot.
his little
Wait,
thing.
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
That's
T.I.P.
dope. That's
That's a
dope.
lot.
T.I.P.
Yeah.
T.I.P. is
Clip.
a comedian. Well, all right. So
Tip.
there's a
Harris.
little controversy between him and Godfrey, and they
See,
seem to piece it up.
God,
You remember that happened,
yeah,
right? Okay.
Yeah, so Godfrey talked about it, and Godfrey, well, you explain the situation, I'll talk about it.
All right. So essentially, what happened is they were both at the same. Well, okay. Godfrey was headlining the show, right? Boom.
This is you can watch this.
I don't know if it's on YouTube, but it was like you would.
The conversation is on YouTube.
The conversation's on YouTube, but not the actual show.
Okay.
They were at some Laugh Factory. Just let's say they were at the Hollywood Laugh Factory, right?
Uh-huh.
And Godfrey's headlining it. Godfrey headlines. He kills. He does his thing. Boom. Next, after Godfrey is the headline. After him comes T.I.
No.
for his first set.
No. Oh, you said Godfrey is the headline.
That's what I said.
Okay.
Godfrey is the headline, and after
And-
Godfrey's set, after he's done,
T.I.
which usually is the headline. That's it. There's
It's
nothing
over.
after me.
from
T.I. Hold on, let me finish.
no, yo, because I was gonna say, from my understanding, because that was the whole thing. From my understanding, T.I. asked if he could go on.
He didn't ask
Nah,
Godfrey.
he didn't ask.
He didn't ask.
He didn't ask Godfrey.
He didn't ask. He didn't
Okay.
ask the person he should have asked.
Gotcha,
Was the
gotcha.
point of that conversation.
Got it. So, but he all right. He didn't ask the headliner.
Yeah. So
Okay.
boom, Godfrey. Imagine you headline, nigga. Imagine you headline. You're a rapper. You headline. You kill this shit. But then a nigga that might have more clout than I don't want to say clout. That's such a nasty word.
This ain't the situation.
But more-
Variety.
This ain't the situation.
It ain't even that, but it's like more. He's just more popular. He's more technically.
That ain't even the situation. Godfrey explained it. He just said Godfrey. Well,
Go ahead,
the
go
way
ahead.
Godfrey explained it. He
I
said,
gave the general basis of it.
So yeah, they
T.I. came on after
up
Godfrey.
So he
essentially,
said
and Godfrey was the headline.
So
I
he
got
said that they came across each other, and T.I. was like, "Are you gonna come watch me?" And Godfrey was like,
I
"Bro, I
forgot about that
just
part.
got off stage, bro. I was a headliner. Like, I'm finna go. I'm finna
Yeah.
go be in my. I need to do what I decompress." And he's like, "But kill, do your thing." And so that's why he didn't go out there. And so apparently, like afterwards, it was like kind of said that they had beef because Godfrey didn't go out there and watch him.
Well-
Godfrey's like, "This is my element. This is
It
what
was
I do."
because-
Rapper.
Yeah,
he's
he's like,
trying to
this
do
is-
this shit. Yeah.
He's like, you know, this is how
It was-
I'm the headliner. This
it
is
was
Nah, I
how
fuck with
because-
Godfrey. Godfrey, my nigga.
I
fuck
mean,
with
that's like
Godfrey.
LeBron playing the fucking 4 quarters and then they like, hey,
Oh, this G League nigga.
it's finna come out here. Like, he's like, nigga, I'm finna
That's
go ice.
cool.
I'm finna go take an ice bath. Fuck.
He can do a 360. Fine.
It was because of
That was
what
just a
Godfrey
game
said
set,
on
nigga.
his podcast though.
Yeah.
Like, cause I seen it when a nigga was talking. I don't want to say talking shit, but he had mentioned that whole little situation. He
Because
gave his
that's
point of
exactly,
view.
he said it basically
Right.
how I had just said.
And I'm not gonna lie, Godfrey, the way he
Godfrey's a
said
funny
it, the way Godfrey was
And he's
saying
Chicago.
it was a little bit of
I knew he was gonna break that up at some point.
it was a little bit of salt on the way Godfrey was explaining
A little
the
sauce on
situation.
it.
I mean, I
I
was.
said a little sauce. I wouldn't say
Look.
salt.
No, it was salt, nigga. It was a lot of salt that nigga sprinkled on that whole depiction of how, not you, but Godfrey. The way he, it was a lot of salt. How that nigga described, because when I first initially heard this shit, mind you, I saw the first initial interview before it became a thing. I literally remember watching that shit in my room, like, damn, this nigga, well, this about to go viral. Like, I literally, I'm smoking watching that shit because I couldn't believe. I'm like, damn, this nigga kind of going in on T.I.
Like, oh,
he kind of going in on T.I. Like, and granted, not to say that he wasn't making valid points.
he was making very valid points.
He was making a lot of valid points, but it was how he was making them. And that's where, and if you go to the interview where you have him and T.I. talking, T.I. kind of said the same thing. It's how you were saying the shit. But I think what a lot of comics are taking away from T.I. is the fact that he's already a well-known individual just in general.
He's a very eloquent speaker. He's already able to control the audience in terms of being a rapper.
Exactly.
Being a rapper, so he could bring that element to it, and he's very charismatic. He's that comes into play of being a comedian to an effect.
I think it's also one of those elements where people are
Would y'all go see him?
Yeah.
Would you really? You wouldn't?
I would go see him.
I see him on TV, dude.
Alright, so this is my point.
Where's your Netflix special, nigga?
I think people are not giving him the benefit of the doubt that he's making because he's T.I.
It happened to
He is making it around.
This is the reason.
I'm curious to see.
This is the reason why.
Let me tell you what you're doing. Before you're Jamie Foxxing him.
Jamie Foxx.
You're Jamie Foxxing him. You want me to tell you what real quick?
But Jamie Foxx treated
Was a comedian, and the way he broke into the music industry, niggas ain't take Jamie. Be for real. Remember? Remember the time. Remember the time when Jamie Foxx first came out. Niggas was like, oh, well, we knew he was talented. We knew he could sing. Nobody was taking him seriously as an artist.
I did.
Did you watch Kanye's doc?
Yes.
Okay, I hope you did, Chicago.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I heard Jamie Foxx.
So here's the thing, no, because Kenny is right. Like,
nobody
R&B artists, people.
Nobody took that nigga seriously.
He sang on the fucking Jamie Foxx show all the time.
But nobody took him seriously.
I always used to say, why does
that's cool that he was a comedian that could sing.
We used to say, why does nigga ain't make us album yet?
Okay, but nobody took him. That's you. And
I mean, I'm like the people around me.
But I'm saying.
That's what I was about to say. The nigga made an album before
not Intuition.
That was his first album.
It wasn't called Intuition?
No.
It's something
if you would have came out, that's the album.
Before that,
she had a CD.
Nigga, he made an album in the 90s. He put out an R&B album in the 90s.
I'm sure he did. Why wouldn't you?
It didn't
talented.
And to go to your point, it didn't get appreciated.
It didn't catch.
You know what I mean? It didn't catch. So that's when
they treated him like anybody.
I mean, he was already a hell of a comedian and actor, though. You see what I'm saying?
I can't see that because this nigga can actually.
Bro, I remember. I'm telling you, I remember when he was coming out, nigga. Like when that was still when fucking BET was hot with was that the AC? Mm-hmm. When BET was so hot with the 106 Park shit. You feel me? Like. Until he came out with Unpredictable with what was that, Twister? Ludacris and Twister was on
Unpredictable took him off.
That's when niggas started saying like, oh, he could really like put a song together.
As an artist.
No, he can't just he's not just a nigga that could combine a comedian act with him singing. But that was a lot of his shit. That Fuck You song that Chance the Rapper made, that was a sample from him. You know, nigga, like so. I mean, that was just a shtick. That's the word I was looking for. That was his shtick. He was a comedian that could sing and incorporate it into
sing.
But exactly, but he wasn't respected as like an R&B artist.
I've never seen nobody not take him seriously as an R&B artist. I mean, that had to be like.
I'm telling you. Like I remember being out here, and niggas was like, "Oh, Jamie Foxx sang." Like,
that's what I'm saying. It has to be.
Like, and when niggas seen featuring Jamie Foxx, niggas was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" And then once it started, like, "Oh, this nigga could really put."
I'm like, maybe it's because he was on a song with Kanye West that we was like, okay, Jamie Foxx, that nigga.
Maybe y'all seen it different. Y'all had the vision that Kanye West had. I'm just saying.
I ain't never heard nobody disrespect Jamie Foxx.
I think
in terms of being a real R&B artist.
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm keen in on the word artist.
I think people did
because he was a known comedian.
Everybody I know around.
But I'm trying to correlate it to the fact. But I'm trying to correlate it to the fact of T.I.
I feel what you're saying.
So Jamie Foxx, I'll say this, and we can go back to T.I. with Jamie Foxx, I think people respected the fact that he had a great voice, but they didn't respect the fact of actually seeing him
Or
as
listening
an
to
R&B
a whole
artist.
album of Jamie Foxx.
They didn't. They didn't. I don't think even if motherfuckers who bought that first album,
Shit,
they
to
was-
this day, still
they
still
were privy to shit that motherfuckers already knew before Unpredictable, right? And everything
Maybe that
else.
was. I had to be one of them people, dude. Because I.
But no, as a singer though, because
We all
that's what I'm
say,
saying.
man,
Like,
you should
if
know
you didn't
this,
have
bro.
that nigga
That's what I'm
first
saying. I'm
album,
like, this is
Maybe
weird.
just as
You're not
again,
gonna
like
sit
you
there
said,
and
your
say-
circle was
he has potential to be
different.
an
I
artist.
know.
If you didn't have that nigga first album, no one is gonna sit there and say Jamie Foxx has potential to be an R&B artist, to actually do this shit, to do it. You
Bro,
know what
when
I mean?
When we heard him, like, niggas was.
to put him up with the music at the time, like Music Soul Child, the
That's my point. We heard him sing.
the
and we
young
knew he could
Trey
sing.
Songz. Don't they was the one put them with them at the
Right.
in the
We
first.
knew the nigga had a beautiful voice.
That's funny.
But to sit here and be like, oh,
And that's a nigga from LA and me from being from here.
That,
You know
I know.
what
I'm
mean?
like, that's
like,
weird to
can
hear.
you really sit here and at
And
that
Jamie's
time?
from what, Texas?
That's what I'm saying. No, when I heard him sing "Share My World" with Mary J. Blige on the Jamie Foxx show, I'm like, this is better than the original.
No, he could really sing. He could really
But
sing.
again,
Like that nigga's one of the most
Niggas
talented
niggas wasn't
known.
being like, Jamie, we need an album, nigga. We
Yeah,
want to
that's
see
there you go, there you go,
I
there you
always
go,
heard
there you
that.
go.
I
We want
always
more
heard that.
episodes of the
The
Jamie Foxx show.
yeah, of
I
you doing that
didn't care
shit.
for the Jamie Foxx show that much. I always was like, when the album coming out.
I ain't gonna front you. I was saying,
Y'all niggas is
I hated
crazy.
that.
I mean, I
fucking
liked
that,
it, but it was the
it was
least
cool.
of the
I loved it.
But if I'm
love it.
ranking like those shows at the time, of course for me,
Just
if
like
I'm
I
gonna
did.
rank it, it's Martin. It go Martin.
Damn.
I was about to say, what are you putting over the Jamie Foxx show? Because I don't even compare Martin
Fresh
to Jamie
Prince.
Foxx.
Martin, Fresh
Fresh
Prince,
Prince.
Martin.
I'm putting over that.
I don't compare them.
Wayans Brothers.
I'm
I'm,
putting Wayans over
for
there.
me, the Wayans Brothers. I'm putting over
That
that.
might be a-
and then Jamie Foxx. He's probably like fourth or fifth for me.
All right, so
The Jamie Foxx show.
You compare the Wayans brothers to Jamie Foxx show. I'll give you that.
They came on at the same time.
They came. That's what I'm saying. You can even say.
Back to back.
I'll even throw in the Steve Harvey show.
That was my freshman year of college.
Steve
Don't
Harvey
touch
was
it.
actually above them both too.
You can. So if we was comparing
Yeah,
those three,
yeah, the Steve Harvey show, yeah.
I would say, okay, you are right
So he's probably fifth.
in that fashion.
Bernie
Right.
Mac show.
Ooh, he's probably sixth.
I'm gonna put the Jamie Foxx show over Bernie Mac show. I ain't gonna lie.
No,
I ain't
I
gonna
watched
lie.
the Bernie Mac before more. I mean,
The Jamie Foxx show was just a
Not
lot
for
more-
nothing. Everybody hates Chris. I'll put that above Jamie Foxx.
Nah.
Nah.
For me, that's me.
I can't do
that's
that
me.
one.
That's
Martin.
me. That's me.
Great show.
That's me.
Great show.
We naming
Martin.
great shows, but we're
Martin
naming
fuck
great
with
shows.
Martin.
but
Right, yeah,
That's
yeah,
just
but-
me. That's
We
just
said
I-
Martin. He said.
I said Martin first. I said Martin first.
number
Martin
two.
for sure. Yeah.
That's just it. For me, that's just like the pinnacle
Fresh
of
Prince is my
black
favorite
shows.
show.
And then Fresh Prince,
Fresh
it's
Prince.
right there for me. It's Fresh Prince. 1A is Martin. 1B
Alright.
is Fresh Prince. And
I
then
ain't gonna lie to
2.
you. Real shit.
For me, the rest of the list you could just.
I'm putting Fresh Prince
whatever.
over Martin. From
Yeah,
my personal list. Fresh.
I
Prince
can't.
is
I can't
over
be mad
Martin.
at it, but for me, it's Martin over Fresh.
It'll be Fresh
Yeah.
Prince.
I have more memories. My first time smoking, like, and really get high, I was
I ain't gonna
watching
even
Martin.
front, my nigga. I ain't gonna even lie to you. It would be the Wayans brothers first.
I ain't gonna lie. My first time getting the eighth, my first eighth I bought to myself because I had money.
Martin was. I mean, Wayne.
I was watching the Wayans Brothers, the episode when he had to play as a roach. You remember that episode? I vividly remember this day because my mom came, and this one my mom found out I smoked weed. Because my dumb ass, my mom used to be a nurse. You know, nurses work late hours. I'm like, oh, my mom's not coming home until 9, 10 o'clock. I got time to air out the house. I'm straight. Nigga, 5 o'clock, I hear open it. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. And this was at the time. This was at the time when I don't know if y'all had it in LA or Chicago, but I was a senior at the time, and we were able to get work study. So you'll leave like after like 10 or 11 o'clock in the day. Y'all ever had that? Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Early day schedules. and shit.
Early days. Okay, there you go. So like, it was. We had A days and B days. Like A days, I would get out at like 11 o'clock. B days, I would get out at like maybe 1.
Mm-hmm.
But I was at a point where you're a senior, you only need a certain amount of
I know what
So
you're talking about, that shit.
yeah, okay. So it's, yeah, I'm pretty sure you had the same shit.
It sounds
So-
like some track shit.
Some track shit.
track school schedule.
Track school schedule. That's what we call it
Okay.
in LA.
But so I got out. Bought my little eighth, nigga. It's some Reggie, some bullshit. You know, niggas used to get high off of bullshit back then, so it was some bullshit, nigga.
That's weed.
Yeah, I got weed, nigga. You know what I mean? That's all I do. I got weed.
What you smoking? Weed.
Weed, nigga. What you smoking, nigga? That black and mild, bitch. That wine black and mild, motherfucker.
Oh.
But nigga.
I smelled one of them for the first time in a long time today, and I was like, Jesus.
It brings back. It's like it unlocks memories. It unlocks memories for me.
How do y'all do that?
But fucking bought the eighth, nigga. This when I lived in the basement, smoked it out, had the incense go. I bought them cheap incense, them long incense from the gas station. Like they cost like, you get 30 for like $5. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I got one of them.
They dip them in something.
Put it in one upstairs, right by the door. Put one by the thing. But me, my dumb ass, not thinking. My mom never burns incense in the house. So why would she come home smelling incense? Like, so that's just 16-year-old Kenneth brain just not being smart.
I'm gonna burn some incense.
I'm gonna burn some incense. She ain't gonna never know. You know what I mean?
I got bass on.
This is when Febreze really first hit the streets, because Febreze wasn't even really like a thing like back then. This is when Febreze
still smell weed with Febreze.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, smell somebody smoke.
It just smelled like somebody smoked.
They just sprayed some bullshit perfume over it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yep.
So when
I be
she,
laughing, not to cut you off, but I be laughing at niggas at work who be doing that shit.
I'm
They
like-
return the car and then
Febreze it down.
Febreze it down. Then I find the fucking Febreze can in the car. Like nigga, you getting this? You getting this smoking?
250,
You
400.
400, nigga.
We got electric cars. Electric cars.
We taking this? Yeah, that's why.
Because if you smoke in this car, this little Russian that came from wherever don't want to rent this 8 Series now that smells like a fucking
Right.
dispenser.
I gotta deal with that.
I gotta deal with that. So you gotta deal with this 400, nigga.
I gotta deal with it. Then he gotta deal with it because I'm gonna get him. Because I'm walking away.
Because I'm gonna boo him.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm walking away. I'm going in the back.
Hey,
I'm
Kenny.
like, exactly. Hey, Kitty. Come talk
Deal
to
with this nigga.
Literally.
I be in the
that's how
back
it be.
chilling. I be in the back doing my little managerial thing. Because all I hear is the back and forth between him and I'm like, here we go. I just like, cause usually I just walk to the front and just try to like head it off at the pass. And that's what the nigga had spit on me. So I'm already traumatized. I'm already traumatized by helping this nigga.
I'll be like, hey, Kitty, man.
Anytime I hear A Kenny, I just think of spit. I'm like, oh shit, here we go.
Like, man, come talk to this nigga, man. I'll walk to the back, nigga. I'll just be in the, either.
Hot.
I'll
You
be mad,
hot.
nigga. I'll be pacing, trying to calm down.
And I'm trying to talk to this nigga, but no, but yo, you don't understand. Nah, this nigga, I'm like, yo, gee, I get it. I get it. But as soon as this nigga complains, guess who's gonna have to hear it and deal with it?
Now, you know what
Me.
fucks me up? I'm sorry, I know I just changed the whole subject.
No, you
but-
we can
you know what I mean?
We can end on this.
But what fucks me up, man, is when I have customers complain and they put extras on shit that never happened in the situation, right? So prime example, I had a customer who,
Yeah, people lie. You just don't like people lie.
right,
That's all.
who put in a complaint basically saying that I ignored her. How can I ignore you when you never said nothing to me, bitch?
Good point.
How can I ignore you if you never physically or verbally flagged me down to where I made eye contact, looked at you, and then just
Because you were supposed to look at her and find her.
Exactly. Supposed to acknowledge.
And open the car door.
you see what
Take the
I'm
key.
right? So you know what I mean. But
How you doing,
that
Miss
shit
Wiley?
is just.
You need some help, Miss
It be
Wiley?
like,
Yeah,
damn,
boss.
so it's one thing. I don't mind a complaint.
Yes, Miss
Look,
James.
It's common courtesy.
nigga, I don't
That's a
mind.
good nigga
I don't
right
mind
there.
when I'm wrong, and I know when I'm wrong. I know
Last
situations.
year he almost looked just like me.
You know what I'm saying? I know when I'm. Yeah, I'm listening. I know when I'm wrong.
Almost.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the
Hey.
day,
After June?
if you gonna lie on me, at least make it truthful, motherfucker.
Right.
And I know that don't make no sense. But at least put some real
Like the maroon
truth
nigga.
into the shit.
Yo, white people had crazy names.
Yeah,
bro.
bruh.
Yo,
I ain't gonna lie,
racism
some of
is
the-
bad crazy, G. When you really think
Sometimes,
about it.
I ain't gonna front to you. Sometimes it do be funny, but you
Right.
gotta beat a nigga ass. But it's
You
like,
niggas was creative.
I was like, yo, where did,
Oh,
where
nigga,
did
that-
Jigaboo come from?
Nigga.
Like, Jigaboo.
Yeah,
Goddamn-
niggas jigger. Oh,
I'm
God-
like,
goddamn
yo,
porch
y'all
monkey.
really, how like y'all really thought y'all sat
That is the
around.
funniest shit in the
A
world.
porch
Nigga,
a fucking
porch monkey. It's funny, but I gotta beat your ass now, white
Man.
boy.
But it kind of makes sense, you know. You hanging on the porch, monkey and
That's
porch.
what I'm saying.
So that
nigga.
kind of
It's
makes sense.
funny,
But
nigga.
a jigaboo?
What a jigaboo?
The fuck is a jigaboo?
What a jigaboo?
What about a pickaninny, nigga?
Well, the cotton.
Yeah, pickaninny.
Pickaninny, babe, ain't that a bitch? What the fuck, nigga? Out of all the things.
I'd have been a fight ass nigga back then. I get it. Some
Right,
people
right,
say they
right,
wouldn't,
right,
but I couldn't imagine a nigga calling me in the 40s. I'm to the nines, nigga. I got my fresh suit on, nigga. And you calling me a pickaninny? Oh, the hat coming off, jacket coming off, and we gotta fight. We gotta fight. Cause I'm gonna show you a pickaninny. Here's a pickaninny today.
Yo, zip suit.
There's no way, nigga.
Just like off of 40-year-old virgin. You wanted a nigga hit.
You wanna see nigga? Nigga hit a nigga.
That's funny. I was
You want
watching
the
that shit on
niggas
the
here?
plane, too.
40-year-old virgin. That's
I
a
was
funny
watching
ass
that shit on the
movie.
plane.
That's
You
a
being my
classic.
black guy, and I need you to be my Nick.
What about Jive Turkey?
That's turkey. That was some nigga
shit.
shit.
That's some nigga shit.
That was some nigga
But you
slang.
call me a jigaboo, I might chuckle and then beat your ass.
They said you an octodroom, bro.
Jive turkey made sense, nigga,
What?
because you acting like a
That's
chicken,
what
nigga.
This
It's an
nigga.
Aqua June.
This nigga.
Yeah, you got 16th drop of
Skinny
black.
nigga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well, no, mulatto.
Mulatto. They had all types of names.
Mulatto, you was half black, half white.
And then you have the Italians, they call you a Mulian. Fam, the names for black people go, it's
Everybody
a
got
laundry
one.
list. It's a
Everybody got one.
What the fuck is Aqua June?
You was like 1/8, 16th of black.
Yeah.
So you could be all white, but somewhere you
Passing
had
black
right.
people.
basically.
I never heard that
Pretty
shit.
much is what they call them. Like people who could, you would never know if they're ambiguous. Racially
Somewhere in
ambiguous,
your
they-
family, somewhere was black, and you got to drop.
Perfect example, The Rock.
Yeah.
Well,
Niggas know, we know he's black and Samoan.
Yeah.
But,
If you didn't know,
my nigga, if you ain't
Alright.
hold on, but if you ain't grow up on WWF and WWE
A
and all
better
that shit.
example is Vin Diesel.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a better
yeah,
example.
What
perfect
is he?
example.
He's black.
He's
nigga.
black.
That nigga blacker than black.
He's black and Italian, I think, or something like that.
His mama's nigga. He's black and his mama's white. He's,
Okay, there you
he's
go.
black.
But he's
Yeah,
black.
I know that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
he's
nigga's a nigga.
But he's very passive.
I
He's
thought
very
he-
passive. Why do you think there's a Fast and Furious
Furious
15?
I'll give you another one too.
No,
You remember Prison Break? That show.
If he was darker, if he was
The
Tyrese,
main nigga from
Hugh,
Prison Break?
Yeah.
That's he a nigga too. That nigga a nigga.
He nigga.
he a nigga too.
He nigga.
He a nigga.
I didn't know that.
Yep, he black and white. So
I
I get you
know,
on the passing shit.
yeah.
You know what
That
I
was
mean?
my favorite
Paula
show.
Patton.
Well,
I mean, she.
there was just a Netflix. I didn't watch it.
like
There was a
this.
Netflix movie
Oh, yeah,
called
called
Passing.
Passing,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean,
started to watch
unfortunately, man, that shit is real.
Drake?
It's
that. I mean, Paula Patton, she does
Drake?
flavors.
Drake
Yeah,
like a motherfucker.
Drake.
And you know
I
what?
made you
I'm
sure
not-
just shoulder when you said
Drake. It's fucked up, but I'll say it
Everybody
again.
know Drake.
And I've said it before, but I'll
Nigga
say
ain't
it
say it.
again.
I'ma say it.
You know what I'm saying? Because of that, Drake don't get the credit he deserves for being a black man and breaking the records.
He gets the credit.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
I don't think no, as a black man, I don't think
He
Yes,
doesn't.
he
He doesn't push for that credit. How about
Yeah,
that?
Exactly.
You gotta
It
push for
depends.
that.
Pushing mean like how, like to
He's not
represent-
pushing to be the first black man to do anything.
Anything. There you go.
I don't think
He's
he needs
pushing to be
to.
the first man.
I don't think.
And
he
that's
needs to.
fine.
Exactly
Do your
what I'm
thing.
saying.
Do your
I
thing.
Pushing to
don't.
be
I don't
the
think he
first man.
needs to. I'm just saying the nigga deserves credit for being a lot.
Well,
But
why
he
we
don't-
gonna
For
give
a
it to
black
the
man
nigga
to
again?
accomplish. That's all I'm saying.
I know. I agree with you.
Yes, does he
That's
get?
not-
Does he get the credit? Yes.
Yeah.
He would if he
Does he
wanted.
get
have
the
you ever-
credit for
all right,
being
real
a black
quick,
man?
Real
doing
quick,
it?
we
No.
get
If he
we
wanted
get the podcast. We got an hour.
That's what I'm saying.
But when have you ever heard Drake out his mouth say, "I'm the
Black.
first black man to do blah blah blah"?
He said I'm the
He
youngest
shouldn't
in
have
charge.
to.
But no. We're saying when did he? That's not his focus, and that's not what he cares
Right.
about.
And that's
But-
fine. And if that's your prerogative, I
I'm-
promise you that's fine.
And there's nothing wrong with it. He shouldn't have to because he's making music that appeals to everybody.
But I'm saying, but he's been the first black person to do certain things, but he's not
Pushing
if-
that narrative.
If I'm if I do what he do, I'm the
I
same
don't
the
feel
person.
he has to push that narrative.
Like I'm the nigga that got more slaps than the Beatles. I'm the nigga, the black
Right.
man.
Exactly. He could say I'm the first black man to have that, but he didn't choose to do that. You know what I'm
Which
saying?
is
I don't
fine.
think he
And that's-
needs to.
I don't-
No, we said that's cool,
That's cool.
but
I-
we're just saying that's
I-
why. To answer your question, we answering your question.
I mean, I get it.
We
I'm
understand.
just to debate that. I'm just saying I don't feel he has to
I-
be the one to say that.
I agree, is what I'm
The
saying.
people should be saying that for him.
I mean, don't nobody think of him
That's my point.
because he don't really push that.
You gotta push that narrative, bro.
Yeah.
That's
I don't. As a black community, I don't think you should have to push the narrative.
We should uplift that platform.
Give the man the credit as.
I mean, you gotta give us something though. You gotta give us
we know
something.
he's black.
I mean, he ain't.
We
shit
pushed up.
on the community.
Listen. We pushed up Tiger Woods for years.
How can
That
you-
might be a bad example,
So
but
true.
then he said he's Kappa Collision, and we was like,
All right.
"You got it, sir."
But when have you ever heard Drake denounce any of?
No. And I literally just said that
That's
might be a
my-
bad example.
but we
I
never
said that
said
might
he's
be a
gonna-
bad- I said that might be a bad example.
Because I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Like that, you are right with that example though. Because I get what you're saying with Tiger.
Put it like this, Naomi
But-
Osaka. Everything she do, she like, I am a black woman. I am a black woman.
Because that's
I am
her.
But that's what we saying.
We answered your question.
We answered exactly what we said. We answered
And
your question.
you're right. What
Yeah.
I'm saying is,
You said that. We're right.
I just don't feel he has to be the one to say that.
That's your
I
point.
feel the community should be able to be like, nigga, you that nigga. Which they are. I mean, they already do.
Yeah, we know.
But I'm just saying, on the black man aspect.
But you said he doesn't get his credit, and then we said, yeah, he
Yes,
does. He gets his credit.
I mean, what we gonna
he gets
say?
the credit that he wants. He gets the credit that he
We
tries
gonna say
to.
other niggas, he the first black man to do that? No, he the first nigga to do that. I mean, that's kind of the same statement, but
But I get what you're saying.
yeah,
in terms of the way you want to talk. But yes, he's the first guy to do that.
yeah, he's like, the equivalent of what I just said would be he's the first guy to do that. But we
Right.
talking other black people, so we're not gonna be like, he was our first black person.
He's the first black person on the billboard.
Like, well, okay, nigga.
Hard enough. Like, yeah, okay.
He was like, he first person on, what was that?
Alright, but real quick, alright, we can end it on this. I just want to talk about Snowfall real quick. Not gonna front to you. Last episode, phenomenal. I just watched it yesterday.
I ain't seen it.
Phenomenal.
Fucking crazy.
Phenomenal. Not gonna,
Fucking
nigga, I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. Like, couldn't even I didn't even smoke the blunt. You know when you got the blunt in your hand? And you just hold it because you like, shit, what the fuck else about to happen? Nigga, I could not. Nigga, I could not
Rather not to
fucking.
watch this.
Nigga.
Yeah,
And
it's a
fifth
part-
episode,
part
and it's part, and it's part one, and the way it ended, I was like, no way it ended like this. Come on, what the fuck? But again, when you look at the title, it says blah 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 part one.
The Iliad. The Iliad is a famous play written by Homer, Greek.
I didn't know that. Thank you for
It's
that.
an epic.
Yeah, you learned me.
That's why I was like, I was called the Iliad, so that makes
Part
sense.
one, so it makes
Nigga,
sense.
I don't want to give too many spoilers because again, this episode just came out, and this is a great episode, so I want to give any spoilers, but please.
No, it was a lot of
It,
intense moments.
nigga, and it reminded me of what you told me of how LA used to be, where
Right.
you couldn't go to certain. I'm gonna say this: you couldn't go to certain neighborhoods because if they see you, I don't care how you look. If you not from there and you don't look like them,
And
it's
to
a
be quite
problem.
that was a very of course overly dramatic depiction,
Yeah,
but
it's
it was
still a
very
depiction
accurate.
Yeah.
It was very accurate, like especially where they was at.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And the restaurant they was in front of trying to get picked up from, nigga.
It was very accurate.
The homie said, I know these gang signs. I mean, he literally said that. He was like, bro, he was looking at the graffiti. He was like, we shouldn't be here. Like, we gotta go.
Gotta
He was
go.
like, nigga, we don't got no other choice. He said, but, yeah, I get what you're saying, but we shouldn't be here.
Hey man, I mean that's some
Catch
real
up,
shit.
man.
It's a good episode, bro. I ain't gonna front, cause I was the one of them ones. Like the first two episodes, I was like, Snowfall on some bullshit. The time leap, whatever you want to call it, and then the fucking him flying the plane, and
What's wrong with him flying the plane?
I
still don't
You
get
gotta
why.
you gotta get me to that point. It's just where it was just out of nowhere. That's that's
I don't
the
think-
premise of that.
I don't think it was
that
out of
problem.
nowhere though.
Yes, it is. Where did his
He
love
was
for
in the
flying the plane?
He was
I
in the
get it.
plane.
I think for me, it's not necessarily him flying the plane. It's for me, how did he acquire this?
That's what I'm trying to say. Not necessarily
Because
him.
I guess for me, I got it because in the last season it said that he's doing real estate. Basically, they planted the seeds for they're about to
Right.
be really.
Right.
Nobody
But-
said he's about to be an
but
aviation.
That's the thing. Like, well, no, it's not for me. It's not even a plane. It's just more so this nigga's now actually running a business
Empire
with a
Stand.
right. So of course, we knew they would get to this,
Yeah.
but I think they kind of just took a hell of a leap
No, nigga.
to like now he has a
What's the uncle
a
name?
building.
What's the uncle name?
He
of the
has
show?
multiple properties.
Yeah.
What's the uncle? Jerome.
Wrong.
Hey.
That nigga went from wearing Fila and
Wearing
Nike suits to
Versace
Versace two-piece sets, my nigga.
Yeah.
Where did this? I just need to know the
But
transition.
they're making their own bread too, though.
I get it. I just need to know. I just
They're
want to
making
see
their
it.
own bread.
As a writer, he's in the last episode of the last.
Because I feel like this is
they planted the seeds like we finna go down here and get bread.
the way they dressing it up is this is like the last season.
You
Like
talking
the
about
final
Jerome
finale?
Blue.
This is it.
No,
There's
yeah,
more
no, so
season.
the family,
The
like-
way they dressing it up.
The
But that
way
could be me.
Franklin and the way Franklin was like this. They went into the real estate and everything, and it's like this is where we're finna get our real bread from. So it made sense that they was gonna be extra rich now for me because time passed.
Yes, but I want to see. Maybe it's selfish of me.
Yeah, I'm like maybe I just want to.
Maybe it's, I just want to see the trend. I just want to see. You know what I mean?
But I'm like,
'Cause,
for people to say it didn't make sense,
and
I'm like,
it
no,
sounds
it
funny,
ain't
but I
making
seen
sense.
from when. Not to compare it again to The Wire, but I seen it again from where Marlo from season 4 to season 5 transitioned from the street nigga
Then
to
it's
the
like-
nigga that's
then
trying. You know what I mean?
Teddy
I
just
see
pops
that.
He wanted to go back.
He went to jail with
I
all his
feel
niggas and was like, "Fuck this shit."
But that was the whole.
So then he
point.
realized he couldn't do the corporate
But
shit.
here-
I want to know what Teddy been
Here's
doing
the
this
thing.
whole time too. He just popped the fuck
But
up.
here's the
at
thing. That was the point of that story. The point of that story was to show the duality of him wanting to go back
All
to
right.
being that.
Yes.
So
Okay.
that's why
Because
they
the
had to
writers
show
did
that.
say that after the fact. But still, I just want.
That's not what they own.
That's just me being a selfish fan. Again,
Right.
that's just me being a selfish fan. Because
I feel you.
I love
But
Snowfall.
then-
I just love fucking with this nigga about The Wire and Snowfall. But I love Snowfall.
But they also
I just want to see it.
They trying to get through this man's life too.
I
At the
get
same
it.
time.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel like they
I
gonna
get it.
if they
I
do
get
do more seasons, it might be one more.
But that's me, the nigga. That's
I
coming
think
from the
it's gonna be
nigga.
2 more. They already
Two
said.
more?
Yeah. If I'm not
It's gonna be
mistaken.
7.
Yeah, I think they already said.
Oh, and shout out
that.
Abbott
2
Elementary.
more
They got
seasons.
another season. That's another
Yeah,
show.
so
Abbott
Yeah,
Elementary.
Abbott
Of course,
Elementary. That's one of my
Abbott.
shows. Nigga, because
Yeah, that-
coming from a nigga that loved The Office, I was
That's
like, this
his
is the
show.
Black Office. I love this shit.
What's that?
I was like, I love this shit.
What's
Abbott
that?
Elementary.
What's it on?
ABC?
ABC, yeah.
That's
If you
one
got,
show.
I got Hulu. So if
So
you
it's
got
on
Hulu,
Hulu?
I was about
yeah.
to say that's one show I'm waiting till it's over. That way I could just like.
It's a
It's
great
on- it's
show.
on break right now.
Watch that
It's a
shit.
great. Yeah, it's on break.
The episode that I saw, nigga, was fucking
Hilarious,
hilarious.
nigga.
So I'm already knowing I
It's
gotta
a
watch
great
that shit.
show, bro.
I'm not gonna be able to
Not
just wait
gonna
every
front
week.
You know what's funny?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It started
I
off
gotta
a little.
watch
It
that
started
shit.
off a little slow. Like
Oh,
the first
yeah.
episode was funny,
Yeah.
and then the second episode was like, eh. But
Like
then,
The Office, like
Because I was just-
but then it's
is.
building
It
character
is.
development within a 22-minute show.
So-
So it's a little bit of quick watch. Like it's
Yeah,
over in like that. So you got to build character development in the 15 to 20 minute span.
Everybody
so I
I
get it.
know with the last name Abbott, which is my family.
And it's
Hate-
funny as
they
fuck
hate
when I
the
realized,
name.
oh,
They don't
hold
like
on.
the show though.
I know a nigga named Abbott.
They don't like the show though. I'm like, that's
Really?
the irony of it. I'm like, wait, y'all, how y'all not gonna like the show? This is our time and shit. What the fuck?
That's funny.
It's our name, baby. Like,
I don't give a fuck if they say goo goo Kachu every episode. Shit, that's my name.
they got Abbott Elementary on that motherfucker.
Make my
That's
slave
awesome.
master pow.
That's stupid.
God damn it.
All right.
Shit.
I guess we can end on that. Unless y'all got anything else to
Shout out
say.
to slave master Abbott.
What the fuck?
I never heard a nigga shout out the slave man. At least we
Hey,
not in
I
Black
told
History
you what he
Month.
did, right?
We not in Black History Month.
Well,
No,
so-
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. So,
He did tell
no,
me,
so
yeah.
I could say that generally because the nigga did give my my descendant 29
40
acres of
acres of
land.
land.
Yeah, no, he gave him shit. Gave him that before
That's
he
what's up.
came.
You
Shit.
gave 40 last
And we still
field.
got that today in the family. So I'm like, shout out to that nigga.
All
Oh,
right.
nah, nigga. Whatever you want to call him.
He was one of the ones that actually did his part.
Right.
So that-
He did something wrong.
He seen the
but he made
decree. He was like, "Oh, niggas is free. I'm gonna actually give these niggas some land."
Yeah,
I got you.
Something
We ain't
for
gonna-
you. Something for you.
How would you feel? How would you feel?
We gotta end it. We gotta end it.
Alright, he's been asking real questions.
Yeah, we don't get too deep into it.
No, wait, no. I actually want to answer a real question.
How would you
Alright.
feel if you found out your grandparents was owned by a black slave owner?
Damn. Okay, that was a little too much.
Yeah, I mean,
Shit.
Cause I mean, black
Alright.
folks did own slaves.
so I'm
the rich ones.
for me,
That's wild.
this could be a possibility being a West Indian kid
No, well, yeah.
because during that time, the older West Indians that were like not in the sense they didn't look at themselves as West Indians. They were just black African slaves just moved to that. They might have moved their own kind to that. So I don't know. I mean, being a West Indian kid, so I don't know where my lineage in terms of that aspect of it. Like, cause I've had my sister do one of those African ancestry, because she didn't do the European ancestry. I told her don't do that one. No, that's not for us.
Right.
Do the African one, and let's see what happens. And we found out some things where we're from. I forgot the tribe. Don't give me the lying. I know it's a tribe from somewhere, but don't give me the lying about which one. But we migrated to that region and out came the Gibsons or
So,
you know what I mean?
in a way, it's possible that because the last name is Gibson, so you guys were owned.
Well,
in some way.
Me and my sister, my brother, my sister, and my brother got a separate father from me, so their last names are Haley, but that's still a slave.
Slave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so slave. But Gibson for sure.
So that's what I'm saying.
Kenneth Gibson for sure.
Somewhere down the line, we was all owned.
Yeah.
Cause you'll find a lot of West Indian their names. You'll find a lot of like.
So alright, so I'll trip off though, right? So with that question, it's a lot of black folks named Johnson and Williams.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. West Indian, you'll find a lot of Williams. You find a lot of Williams.
That's a black name. Kind of. Right?
The stigma.
I mean,
the stigma of it,
stigma.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
But they came from white slave owners, like
John
Gibson, Johnson,
Johnstown, Jamestown,
Yeah.
all that shit. Jameson.
That's true.
All that
Or we're
shit.
drinking.
I'm for sure, nigga. I'm not gonna put my shit out there, but my last name for sure is a motherfucking slave owner.
It was a trilogy or a quadruple, whatever you got that shit in the movie.
Say your name. Come on, man. You gotta say your name.
Nah, nigga, I ain't
You say your name once, everybody gonna remember that shit.
That's why I'm not gonna say it, nigga.
I ain't gonna lie.
No, G. They
When
like, nah.
I put his resume through, that was one of the things that recruiter said. They was like, "Is his name really?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like,
No, I sent to the cash app. I was like, oh my god. This nigga name.
I ain't gonna lie. If you put a resume out, nigga, that's one of the. If I'm a recruiter, that's one of the first. I'm like, "Well, who the? Let me call this nigga. Like, who is this nigga?
Nigga, who is you?
Who is you?
What you
Do
do?
you know J.K. Rowling? I ain't gonna say too much. Do you know J.K. Rowling and them? You got to.
You
Bro.
got to.
You got to, bro.
The same
Ain't no way,
birthday.
bruh.
The same birthday.
That's when you get real country. Like, ain't no way, bro.
This ain't you.
Ain't no way,
This
bro.
ain't you. You a convict, bro. You Nigerian. You scaring me,
You
bro.
scared
You scaring me, bro. Shout out to my Nigerians.
Hey, listen, I was raised around a lot of people around this motherfucker. Y'all are scam artists. I will fucking attest to that. One of my best friends is half Nigerian, and he'll tell you.
Man.
Half of him is a scam artist. We can add on that.
We can add on that. Y'all guess what it
This
is.
is a great episode. This is episode 126.
Well, shit, this nigga said the archer's name.
I mean, there's a lot of people in that
You still got to line it
That's
up.
true.
You
That's
still
a
got
lot
to
of
line it
people
up.
There's a lot of motherfuckers in that.
You still gotta line it up too.
You got to line it up.
I didn't some money, I know that.
Well, she's canceled right now, so she.
Oh yeah, you already I mean.
She a racist, ain't she?
Nah, she said some wild shit about the LGBT.
No, she didn't even say nothing. Wow.
Whoa.
We're not even gonna say it.
Yeah, we're never saying so. This is episode 126.
Episode 126.
Of the 420 wrap up. J.K. Rowling, peace and blessings to you, my sister.
Shout out to the people that
shout
don't
out
like the nigga. We support y'all too.
Baltimore episode, Melanated Report Podcast. You can find us at the 420_ wrap up podcast on IG, 420 wrap up pod on Twitter, the Melanated Report Podcast on IG.
Shit, if you haven't subscribed to both of them, do it now and hit that like button.
Like, subscribe, wherever, somewhere down
That's
here.
why I'm pointing, because I added
There. Koala.b chillin'. .b.chillin', my bad. On IG. Or not. No, what?
New music coming
New
out
music.
soon.
That's what I was trying to shout.
New music.
Nigga, hey, we was banging the motherfucking album in the truck.
Good time.
Boy. Hey, man.
Some slaps.
Hey, man,
As the
I'm
older folks say,
impressed. I'm
slaps.
impressed, man. I'm always
Slappers.
impressed. But this one, I like
Yeah,
I like
just
where it's going, man. I didn't outdo myself.
You know that chef. You know that chef. He put a little
I'm
salt in that motherfucker.
I'm not gonna say I did myself, but it's definitely
Yeah, you take this shit right
we're
now.
on another notch, man.
Shit,
But I-
you heard it, man? What you think?
we're on another notch, you know what I mean? But we still working, so that's why I'm
I
gonna
keep singing to myself, dump. I keep saying that shit.
Nigga fell asleep to that shit. His dreams.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Alright, but yeah, I appreciate y'all. Y'all came out to Baltimore. I appreciate y'all
We
niggas
did it,
doing
man.
that.
This is our first time seeing him all time.
I appreciate that. Well, y'all in Towson. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, man. Nah, man. I'm out
Shouts
here.
out to Thompson.
I'm West LA nigga.
We're
Loving Baltimore right now, man.
Seeing the birds.
Oh, wait. Nah, we talked to some bitches at the rental spot, so we not in Baltimore. We in the county.
Yeah, this is the county.
The county.
This is the county.
So,
I
nigga,
can show you the real Baltimore.
I'm a West LA nigga.
I can show you the west side of Baltimore.
Right now.
I can show you the west side of Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? You can see it.
Yeah, nigga, I'm here, nigga.
All right.
Alright.
We'll see the wire real quick. We out.